ibang katulad nating galing. Isang araw din ay makakamtan, sa isang magsisikap lahat matagalan. Ang ibang hinahangat, manahit kong katulad na sa isang nakisilip ay araw na sisikat din. Aking lilipain, ang ipapabilin, ang batong pag-asa ay muling tatanawin. Among tawag na ako'y ating makakamtan. Pustos ang pagsisigaw, pag-uong isang pangalan. Sa isang bata may munting piling, ibinais niyang iparingin. Pagkakaroon sa walang mahalan, ang karunungan ay siyang mas mahalaga. Ang ibang hinahangat, kahit mong katuladan, sa isang nakisilip ay araw na sisikat din. Aking lilipain, ang ipapabilin, ang batong pag-asa ay muling tatanawin. Among tawag na ako'y ating makakamtan. Pustos ang pagsisigaw, patutupad ang pangarap, nagagawa ang kaharap. Kahit pulos ay tumarap, sa ibang natatas ng ating hawak. Paglis ng ating paglaban, patuloy na ihahanap. Langanan ko ay siyang matutupad, matutupad.
Halina't makinig sa akin, tamang kabanaran ang kahihinatnan natin. Bubukan sa iyong isipan, tagumpay ng tatahakin. Isang pangarap na lubos, landas na iyong pagtutunguhan. Pangat na inaasam, di mapipigil ni luman. Maaabot lahat ng iyong inaasam. Kasipagan ng sagot, salat ka man sa kayamanan. Buksan ang pahina ng mga aklat ng karunungan. Edukasyon ating kailangan, kamamangan ating iwanan. Please!
Aking lilipain, ang ipapabilin,
ating tanawin,
ang batong pag-asa ay muling tatanawin.
Kinabukasan tagumpayin, piliin mong gawin.
Pustos ang pagsisigaw,
Pag-asa ay yakapin.
The unseen enemy crept like a thief in the night, smizing cunningly at people in their sleep, and one morning took hostage of humanity by surprise as the coronavirus pandemic continues to spread its ferocious rampage the world over. COVID-19 took the different sectors by storm, and education was no exception.
COVID-19 pandemic shocks the world. We didn't see this coming. We were caught unaware. This has created the new normal, and we have to embrace it by addressing the challenges it brings.
Determined to pursue the delivery of education Amidst the COVID 19 pandemic, DepEd Region 10 launched its banner program dubbed as RX Adobe.
The Department of Education, Northern Mindanao, has crafted its learning continuity plans under the banner program RX Adobe, which stands for Region 10 Alternative Delivery of Basic Education. It underscores the alternative delivery modes under the remote teaching and learning. The 14 schools division offices of the region have crafted the learning continuity plans anchored on RX Adobe.
Always ready for education emergencies, DepEd Region 10 will continue its tradition of excellence in delivering its services anchored on the department's Sulong Edukalidad program.
As we pivot from access to quality, we have to consider a well-developed curriculum, improved learning environment, upskilled teachers, and take into consideration responsive multi-stakeholders cooperation. All these and more are under the program Sulong Edukalidad. But on top of this all, still health and safety are the number one concerns of the Department of Education, especially at this time of pandemic.
Serving with heart.
Leading
Straight from the heart of DepEd Region 10.
education must continue.
Amihan ng Mindanao, pagkahiusan ng paibabaw. BigaTEN DepEd, pagpadaan sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN DepEd, DepEd Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now, we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeped. Kauban, kasaligan, kadampan, kadeped. Ambihan ng Mindanao, DepEd Northern Mindanao. Ambihan ng Mindanao, pagkahiusan ng paibabaw. BigaTEN DepEd, pagpadayon sa edukasyon, mao'y tumong nga maangkon. BigaTEN DepEd, DepEd Northern Mindanao, for the learners then and now, we're always here to serve you no matter how. Pangarap natin abutin, pagsisikapan nating kamtin, kalidad na edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bansa. DepEd Northern Mindanao, ambihan ng Mindanao. BigaTEN DepEd, BigaTEN DepEd. Maayong adlaw kanatong tanan, ako si Ramon Gonzalez Abrera, aka Kadeped Paulo, ang inyong Public Affairs Unit Lead Officer.
Ug ako sab si Candice Racoma, ang inyong rakista abogada aka Kadep Edrada. Kami ang inyong kauban,
Kasaligan,
kadangpan,
Kadeped sa
bigaten,
BigaTEN
DepEd. Atin to.
Atin to. Kadepedrada, matagumpay nating naidaos noong isang linggo ang ating premiere episode para sa Season 3. At ngayon naman, patuloy ang ating programa. Tampok ang isang opisina dito sa Regional Office na siyang tumututok sa pagpapatupad ng curriculum and learning management. Kadepedrada.
Tama ka dyan, Kadeped Paulo. Noong nakaraang episode ay pinag-usapan natin ang mga paghahanda ng Rehiyon 10 maging ng iba't ibang mga paaralan sa buong bansa sa pagpapatupad ng enhanced face-to-face classes. Ngayon naman, bisitahin natin ang Curriculum and Learning Management Division o CLMD na pinamumunuan ni Chief Mala Epra B. Magnaong.
Tama ka dyan, Kadepedrada. Aabangan din natin ang isa sa pinakabagong bahagi ng ating programa, ang Teach Shortcut, na ibabahagi sa atin mamaya ni Kadeped Kaloy na kasalukuyang nagpapatakbo ng seminar workshop sa NAEP Training Center. Partner!
Yes, partner. Pero bago natin puntahan ang CLMD partner, bigyang pansin muna natin ang pagdiriwang natin ngayon ng National Women's Month for the whole month of March. At ngayong araw mismo na ito ay ipinagdiriwang natin ang International Women's Day. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, partner, ang ating theme for the 2022 International Women's Day, tignan ko muna ang aking kodigo, ay Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. Kaya yan, partner. Alam mo, partner, meron din tayo ditong mga suhestyon. Ito ay mga suhestyon lang naman. Kung gusto natin ng mga mas bonggang pagdiriwang para sa National Women's Month, ay talagang welcome na welcome yan. Pero ngayon, partner, ibibigay natin sa ating mga tagapanood kung ano ang mga pwede nating gawin upang maipagdiwang natin ang National Women's Month bilang pagbibigay pugay sa ating mga kababaihan. So, tignan muna natin ito, partner. Meron tayong isa dito. We have the NWMC flag raising ceremonies. Now, we can use the all-woman cast Lupang Hinirang video for the whole month of March. Pwede siguro sa ating mga flag raising ceremonies during Mondays, pwede natin gamitin ang video na ito kung saan mapapanood natin na ang cast ng Lupang Hinirang video na ito ay mga kababaihan. Pwede nating ma-download ang video na ito sa link na nakikita nyo sa inyong mga screen. At pwede din tayong magsagawa ng mga GAD forum or GAD agenda setting. Mag-organize po tayo ng kahit virtual or face-to-face or hybrid activities to discuss gender issues as well as to be able to assess internal gender concerns sa ating opisina na kailangan nating bigyan ng atensyon. Meron din tayong hashtag GAD2Know. Pwede tayong mag-produce or mag-print ng information, education, and communication materials which feature gender-responsive programs and services benefiting women. And pwede din po nating i-display ang 2022 National Women's Month Celebration Banner of Support. Meron tayo yan dito sa ating opisina, partner. And of course, partner, kagaya ng ginagawa natin ngayon kung saan nakasuot tayo ng ating violet or purple rather, mas correct na tawagin nating purple shirts, we have the hashtag Purple Tuesdays or hashtag Purple Your Icon. We can wear purple on all Tuesdays of March, and our offices can also decorate in purple to spark interest in the celebration. Partner?
Tama ka dyan, Kadepedrada. At kung okay lang, Kadepedrada, susutin ko muna yung aking mahiwagang salamin. Okay lang ba? Ito para mabasa ko ng mabuti at saka ng tama, di ba? We can also play songs from the Music Juana Songwriting Contest 2021 and other PCW advocacy songs in office premises and social media every Tuesday of March. Ayan, nasa screen po natin yung access kung saan po natin pwedeng i-download yung mga songs. At saka, pwede din tayong mag-create and offer our own services, transactions, and products to surprise the Juanas. Pwede tayong magbigay ng bulaklak. Ayan, di ba? Examples naman ay freebies, discounts, and other promos for women and girls. At saka, pwede rin tayong mag-spearhead, no? Mag-conduct ng essay writing, poster making, or other contests and creative activities that cultivate young people's interest on gender and development. At syempre, we can also organize activities in support of this celebration. So, pwede nating kontakin ang Council for the Welfare of Children and the National Council on Disability Affairs for guidance. Partner.
Yes, partner. At meron din tayong official collateral designs which are provided by the PCW or the Philippine Commission on Women. Now, para magamit natin ang standard branding design na inilabas ng PCW, pwede nating i-download ang mga ito sa official website na nakikita nyo ngayon sa inyong screen. And it's all about the National Women's Month celebration, particularly for this year, 2022. At pwede din tayong magsagawa ng advocacy by using online materials or by joining the online thread using the hashtag #WomenMakeChange. And last but not the least, how we make change for women. Now, hinihikayat natin ang ating mga kasamahan sa DepEd Region 10, particularly sa DepEd Regional Office 10, lalong-lalo na ang mga kalalakihan nating kasamahan na empleyado sa opisinang ito to send your inspiring message on the theme above. Now, send your entries, and these selected entries will be featured in the DepEd Philippines Facebook page for the whole month of March of 2022. Now, reflection messages can be submitted in any language. Mas maganda kung nasa mother tongue natin or kung mas gusto nyo sa English or sa Filipino, welcome na welcome po. At mas gusto natin na hindi lang ang mga kababaihan ang magbigay ng kanilang mga mensahe para sa ating kapwa kababaihan, lalong-lalo na ang ating mga kasamahang kalalakihan din, partner.
Yan, tama ka dyan, partner. And right now, partner, ongoing ang ating online event via Zoom by the APEC Education Network and Development of Education Philippines through the International Cooperation Office. Musika ng Kababaihan Fridays. Hashtag, ayan, ano ba yan? Yung MNK Fridays. Ayan. Once again, happy National Women's Month and happy International Women's Day to the Honorable Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones and all the women, the ladies, and the girls all over the universe. Samantala, partner, panoorin at pakinggan naman natin ang video message of support mula kay Pastor Jerome Uy ng Sea and Son Ministries International, probinsya ng Camiguin, bilang pagpupugay sa matagumpay nating Season 2 noong nakaraang taon. Panoorin po natin ito.
Good day, everyone. For years, the CSN Ministries International has been supporting the various activities set by the Department of Education, particularly here in the division of Camiguin. It is our great joy and honor to be of help to our young learners for them to reach their full potential. For as it is said, it takes a village to raise a child. With that, congratulations, BigaTEN DepEd Region 10 for the successful seasons of maximizing this platform and giving relevant information, updates, and even entertainment, not just in the whole region, but all throughout the world. On behalf of CSN Ministries International, we will stay active and committed to all we have started. This is Pastor Jerome Uy, Senior Pastor of CSN Ministries International. Daghang salamat. God bless us all.
Ayan po mga ka-DepEd, marami pong salamat muli kay Pastor Jerome Uy ng Sea and Son Ministries International, probinsya ng Camiguin, sa kanyang video message of support. Hayaan niyo po at ngayong Season 3, mas lalo nating pagbubutihin ang ating programa dahil ngayong Season 3, partner,
Tuloy na tuloy ang edukasyon at eduaction sa bago ngayon. Ito ang BigaTEN
BigaTEN
DepEd
DepEd
Atin
Atin
po.
po. Eto partner at mga ka-DepEd, for the win DepEd Norman talaga ito dahil, well, this is actually courtesy of DepEd Philippines. Meron tayong ulat noong Marso 4. Ayan, pinuri ni Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte si kalihim ng edukasyon Leonor Magtolis Briones para sa kanyang kahangahangang gawain sa pagsulong ng mga reforma sa sistema ng edukasyon sa bansa. Kinilala rin ni Pangulong Duterte ang dedikasyon ng kalihim na isulong ang sektor ng edukasyon sa bansa at ang kanyang tapat na pagmamalasakit sa mga Pilipinong mag-aaral.
Nagpahayag naman ng pasasalamat si Kalihim Briones sa Pangulo sa pagtitiwala sa kanyang kaalaman at kadalubhasaan at pagsuporta sa kanyang mga desisyon at pananaw para sa kagawaran. Sa ginanap na briefing, ibinahagi ni Kalihim Briones na isa sa mga pangunahing kontribusyon ng kaniyang administrasyon ay ang pagpapalakas ng mga regional offices sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay sa kanila ng otoridad na magdesisyon batay sa kanilang pagsusuri at aktwal na sitwasyon at sa paglutas ng mga partikular na problema sa kanilang mga unit. Para sa buong detalye, maaring bisitahin ang DepEd Philippines page.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Just like what we promised earlier, we have with us today the Curriculum and Learning Management Division. Alam mo partner, marami tayong pag-uusapan ngayon kaya hindi na natin to patatagalin. Welcome to BigaTEN DepEd 10 Atin To Season 3, Episode 40, dubbed as CLMD, Unity and Diversity of Curricular Programs. Joining us now is the Chief of CLMD, Chief Mala Epra B. Magnaong. Good morning, Chief Perry, and welcome to the program po.
Good morning
Chief
po,
Perry.
Kadeped Palo. Good morning. Am I clear?
Yes po. Good morning.
Okay. Hi. A pleasant morning to everybody. Today is our day. Today
Yes.
is our day of our social, cultural, political achievement. So, magandang araw sa mga kababayan, kababayan na mga ganda, katulad ni Karada. And of course, our greetings to our regional director, Dr. Art Bayukot, ARD Victi Gracia, our schools division superintendents and assistant schools division superintendents of the 14 divisions, our partners in curriculum and instruction, the CID and the SUD team, our teachers, and to our valued customers. Once again, the curriculum and learning management team of the regional office will be with you because our task is to ensure the full implementation of the K-12 basic education curriculum towards the improvement of learning outcomes by contextualizing our curriculum, enforcing standards, and increase access to quality and varied learning resources. So today we'll join the BigaTEN, our channel, to communicate our programs, activities, projects, the initiatives, and updates to the field. Back to you, Paulo and Corrada.
Ayan, thank you very much, Chief Perry. Anyway, babalikan po namin kayo. For the meantime, kakausapin muna natin yung DepEd or si kasamahang Dr. Angelina B. Buaron para sa DepEd TV and other digital resources developed ng Region 10. Ayan, magandang umaga po, Dr. Angie. Hello po.
Umaga naman, Kadeped Paulo.
Ma'am Angie, parang naka-mute po yata kayo.
Nakamute po yata si Ma'am Angie. Ayan. Sige, check natin yung ano, yung ah, okay na ba? Naririnig na ba? Ma'am Ange?
Networking, there.
Ayan, ayan. Hello po, Ma'am Angie. Welcome to the program.
Salamat po, Kadeped Paolo. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kadeped Rada. Itutuloy ko na po. Maririnig
Yes,
na
Ma'am
po.
Angie. Ano pang meron ngayon?
Yes, Kadeped Paolo, with the help of the Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, specifically Director Abram Abanil and his DepEd TV team, including our very own DepEd TV La Norte, Region 10 takes the share of a pie in the DepEd's call for digitalization of learning resources through upskilling and reskilling of Division DepEd TV teams last February. So, the division teams become instruments as we gradually shift from SLMs to digital learning resources. Yan po ang update natin sa DepEd TV, ka-DepEd Paolo. So we just have finished the training last February po.
Ayan, Ma'am Angie, kumusta naman po yung event ninyo, Ma'am Angie? How I wish I was able to attend the series of training, no? Sayang talaga, hindi ako nakapag-attend. Kumusta
Yeah,
naman po?
you missed it. It was full of fun at the same time learning. And we saw the excitement of the division teams as they work on the required output. No, it was facilitated again by DepEd CO through OUA, and the way we look at them, it was really they really we're enjoying a lot of the activities conducted and the input now given to them, especially in the development of the TV episodes as expected, no? They suppose they have to come up with an output. So sila na mismo yung nag-record um, so that they can for critiquing, no, conducted by the training team.
Ayan. Ma'am Ange, no, speaking of development of instructional materials, how do you get teachers in the region to respond to the department's call to move from modular to digital learning?
As I said kanina, Kadep and Paolo, hopefully we can shift now from SLMs to digital learning resources. So hopefully we can transition as much as we can, at least mga 80% of learners on modular learning, and then mga 20% on digital learning. So with the help of this division deputy teams, and then of course with the full support of the 14 divisions, so hopefully ma-digitalize na talaga yung mga learning resources which can be used by our learners in the field po.
Ayan. How are we going about the learning action cell naman po, Ma'am
Yeah, in the
Ange?
other hand, thank you, Kadepid Paolo. Ang Learning Action Cell kasi, it was emphasized again in the virtual training on primals plus conducted last week. Bali, after ng DepEd TV team. So, doon na we work on the primals plus. And it does not only suggest strategies to improve learners' performance, but is also found to be effective in engaging a group of teachers in collaborating and solving shared challenges. Alam mo naman, in this time of pandemic, so maraming challenges, no? At the same time, we monitor learners' progress. So, Learning Action Cell enables teachers to do collaborative planning, problem solving, and action implementation that will lead to improved teachers' knowledge, skills, and attitudes that will consequently and significantly improve student learning. So with that, we look forward to the continuous conduct of LAC, be it division, district, or school level, and monitor the progress of learners through CMSS and the shared reflections of teachers.
Ayan. So, Ma'am Ange, we understand no meron tayong para kumbaga yung mga output, 'di ba, sa ating series of DepEd TV training. Pwede ba kayo nating ipakita ito? Meron ba tayo niyan, Ma'am Ange?
Yes, good evening, Paulo. Actually, may assignment sila, no? So, I made a follow-up with them. So, may ipapakita tayo na kahit isa lang. So, I think ready naman yon. We proudly present to you the output of DepEd TV Camiguin.
Ayan, sige direct. Pwede natin ipakita direct.
Most governments around the globe have incidentally shot instructive foundations trying to contain the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. These across the nation terminations are affecting over 60% of the world's students' population. A few different nations have actualized confined terminations affecting a large number of extra students. With that having said, Department of Education and its educators have been challenged by the pandemic. The COVID-19 crisis is keeping public schools closed until a vaccine is readily available to the public. Many parents believed that it is better to have their children stop for the meantime than risk their lives going to school to learn. As an option in physical classes, DepEd is looking into the implementation of distance learning. This method allows students to continue learning while staying at home by delivering lessons through various ways such as online, television, radio, and printed materials. Adoption of various learning delivery options such as, but not limited to, face-to-face, blended learnings, distance learnings, and homeschooling, and other modes of delivery shall be implemented depending on the local COVID risk severity classification and compliance with minimum health standards.
With the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, when face-to-face interaction between and among students and teachers is not allowed, the learners' need for a mode that is convenient to meet their needs and circumstances must be addressed. With that, the department adopted the blended learning approach to address the educational needs of each learner. One of this is the modular learning. The production of optimum quality self-learning modules is one of the key focuses of the Department of Education Division of Camiguin in relation to the opening of classes for this school year. These modules were then converted to RBIs and TBIs especially designed to supplement the SLMs.
Being a teacher broadcaster in a video lesson is actually a complicated responsibility. You might ask, why? First, it was not easy to face the camera. The numerous takes, in addition to the ventilation challenge, is quite distressing. On the other hand, in the usual classroom setting, almost always I came face to face with my students. However, things have changed a lot during this crisis. Now, I have to face the camera to deliver the lesson. And for that, I have to make sure that my performance is seamless in order to sustain the interest of the learners.
Hi, ako si Jacob Gadmalen Carrion, grade 2 pupil, Lumbing Elementary School. Dili rin ako nasabtan kay klaro ang salida o klaro ang tingog sa maestra. Ganahan nako nga magbuhat ang mga maestra daghan ato ang daghan ako matun-an.
Being victorious would mean celebration. Annie Parker once stressed, success can beget success, and celebrating at work helps to build momentum, improve morale, and make the hard times feel all the more worth it. This line was best expressed as the team celebrated its academic success once upon a glamorous and entrancing premiere night. This momentous event showcased the team's effort over a month of strenuous battle. And indeed, this is no easy battle that the group had painstakingly accepted. All the challenges that had been lurking along the process seemed painful. Yet, the end result was certainly sweet and gratifying as the group had finally reaped what it had sown. The reason why it had called for a celebration. This venture does not only leave a remarkable imprint in our lives, considering that we were given an opportunity to share our ideas and thoughts, display our distinctive potentialities, and even build a strong bond among other team members, but also because it made us instrumental in our fight against this pressing threat that we are all facing globally. And with all these innovations, certainly we will be able to rise from this test of time. Sulong Edukalidad, Bangon Pilipinas.
Sulong Edukalidad.
Ayan po. Ayan po mga ka-DepEd. So I understand, Ma'am Angie, that is just one output, right, of the participants, courtesy of the Division of Cambigin. So congratulations, Ma'am Angie. Any other words, Ma'am Angie?
Soon, marami pa tayong ipapakita, no, yung mga output ng remaining divisions. We'd like to congratulate the Division of Camiguin, of course, through SDS Abanil and ASDS Amit. So, at saka yung DepEd TV team talaga. So, they were the first to come up with this output, and we are so proud of them. And for the rest of the DepEd TV teams, our warm congratulations.
Ayan. And siyempre, Ma'am Ange, thank you and congratulations for the excellent leadership. Ayan.
Welcome po. Salamat.
Sige, Ma'am Ange. And this time, partner, sino ba yung susunod nating guest?
Yes, partner. According sa ating casting partner, ang susunod sa billing ay si Dr. Nick C. Panyares. Galing din sa CLMD. Nandiyan na ba ang ating susunod na bisita na si Sir Nick? Ayun. Sir Nick, good morning po. Welcome to BigaTEN DepEd 10.
Hello, good morning, ka-DepEd Rada and ka-DepEd Paulo.
Good morning, Sir Nick.
Yes, Sir Nick. Welcome po ulit sa BigaTEN DepEd din. Now, Sir Nick, sabi kasi ni Direk, tanungin daw kita ng status ng CMSS. Pero bago yan, kasi hindi ko naiintindihan talaga ano ang CMSS. Pwede mo pang i-share po sa amin, lalong-lalo na sa akin, ano ba itong CMSS na ito, sir?
Ang CMSS po, our Curriculum Management Support System, ay isa pong system na dinevelop ng ating IT experts in DepEd Regional Office 10, headed by the IT team of Camigen in the lead person po natin is natin detailed in the region, in the person po Sir Elson Hamero. Siya talaga yung brainchild of the CMSS, but the very concept, of course, is actually coming from our chief, Ma'am Mala Epra Magnaong. So this is consolidation of all the performance of our learners. Ito po base standards or yung rate natin ng mga nagrado ng mga bata from 70, yung categorization to proficient, highly proficient, yun based on that grading, mayroon po tayong ina-account, consolidate natin yun per subject, per year level, and that will be reflected in the system po. Is available in the website attached to deped10.com.
So,
Yes po.
ibig sabihin
I hope I
po,
answered
sir,
your question, Karada.
yes po. So, ibig pong sabihin doon sa CMSS na ito, itong system na ito, ay makikita po yung grado or yung level po ng performance ng ating mga learners. Tama po ba yung pagkakaintindi ko, sir?
Yes po, level po ng performance ng ating mga bata from the field, from kindergarten to senior high po.
Okay po. Now, sino po ang nakaka-access sa database na ito, sir? Sino po ang may access sa CMSS na ito, Sir Nick?
Okay po. So for the school level, is the account is intended for the school head, pero of course with the assistance of their IT officer in the school. Sa division level naman, all are sa district, meron din tayong district account, but in the regional level, in the division level, mayroong account yung lahat ng ating mga program supervisors in the division, at mayroon namang pinaka-overseer ng all the informations na talagang may makikita siya na malaking scope of information is yung chief nila sa kanilang division. In the same manner, sa dito naman sa DepEd Regional Office, lahat kami ng mga program supervisors ay may account, and we could view, kasi for example, for me assigned to science from grade 3, start lang kasi yung science from grade 3 to senior high school, makikita namin yung level ng performance ng ating mga bata sa field. Yung lahat ng information for all the subjects could be seen by, of course, by our very own Chief Magnaong.
Ayun po. So talagang monitored po pala ang performance ng ating mga learners dito sa DepEd Region 10. Now, Sir Nick, may we know the turnover or the status of the CMSS and our learners' performance po?
Okay po. So, basing po sa ating memorandum or requiring the field to put the level of performance of our learners, that is, if I'm not mistaken, that is 2 weeks after every grading period, dapat naka-input na po yung mga in the field. But for this school year, for the first quarter, for the kindergarten is 61.77%, and senior high school, for kindergarten is 83.15%, while senior high school is 80.02%. Good number naman, kaya lang in the junior high school, nasa 15.39%. So it is very impractical kasi kino-consolidate namin yung performance per year level per subject, supposedly to have a good picture kung ano na ba talagang level ng ating mga bata in all subject areas. Pero it's very impractical, especially for junior high school. Konti pa lang yung turnout yung na-display natin na performance. For the second quarter naman, we have 61.77 for kindergarten. Senior high school is 43.67, while in junior high school, mas lalong bumaba na 7.81%. So that is why, and also isa pa po sa mga observations natin in the inputting of grades in our CMSS, mayroong mga schools doon, especially in the division of Camiguin, Hingoog, and Misamis Oriental, na na-input nila na number of learners umabot na ng bilyon. Hindi pa naman siguro umabot ng bilyon yung students natin sa Region 10. So for example, for 85 to 89 grades, umabot ng 187 billion learners for Camiguin, 176 billion for Hingo, and 176 billion also for Misamis Oriental. So what I am trying to imply with this data being reflected in the CMSS, I would like to request, to appeal to our IT officer, to our school principals, na aside from inputting, we also have to double check the data para mag-coincide kung ilan yung enrolled natin ngayon at yan yung reflected na makikita natin in the regional level. Okay, so para yung especially that is the very data na ginagamit natin sa ating ARMEA in the region. Yes po, Dr. Karada.
Yes po, Sir Nick. Now, Sir Nick, as I understand, itong CMSS na ito ay talagang data siya on the performance of our learners. Now, para saan po ba ito? Where can we use this data that we are able to gather? Kasi usually when we gather data, there is a purpose for the data that we are gathering. So specifically po and primarily, what is the purpose of the data that we gather in the CMSS po?
Okay po. So just like other assessment also done by central office, the very purpose po of our assessment are for reflecting the performance, level of performance of our learners sa lahat po ng subject areas in the field is for monitoring and for to also have a picture of the level of performance of our learners para yung appropriate na interventions or programs that will be applied to specific areas. Kasi iba-iba naman yung performance per school. So, what is commensurate to the kind of learners or yung mababa na mga performances, ano yung kailangan na tulong na dapat maibigay sa division and in the regional level scale.
Ayan po. So, partner, klarong-klaro na alam ng CLMD kung kailan sila magbibigay ng intervention at saan sila dapat magbigay ng intervention because of the data that they gather in the CMSS, from the CMSS rather. Ayan po, maraming salamat po, Sir Nick. Maliban na lang kung si DepEd Paulo ay may follow-up question pa para sa ating gwapong si Sir Nick.
Yeah. Alam mo, Kadeped Rada, iniisip ko lang na I'm not so sure if if this is the same thing with what I'm really thinking about. No? Hindi naman ito yung tungkol sa yung mga grado ng mga bata. Do our learners or parents have access to this program, Sir Nick? Pwede ba nilang malaman halimbawa kung ano yung grado nila sa isang subject or sa kanilang mga subjects? Pwede ba? Or it's a separate program?
For specific student po, arrangement na yan ng mga bata to their respective subject teacher and subject yung advisor nila. But what is reflected in the website is the consolidated picture na po. Walang individual na tao that are being displayed information.
I see.
Overall picture lang po ang what is reflected in the website.
Okay, thank you, Sir Nick. Partner.
Yes, partner. Bago natin pakawalan si Sir Nick, hindi ko pa siya mapakawalan. Meron pa akong last question kay Sir Nick. Sir Nick, mention natin kanina that the CMSS is the brainchild of the CLMD and of course in partnership with Sir Elson ng Division of Camiguin. Ibig sabihin ba nito, Sir Nick, is dito nanggaling ang idea ng CMSS sa DepEd Regional Office 10? Tama po ba ako?
I would like to correct the DepEd Rada. Actually, this CMSS also aligned or anchored to DepEd Order number 8, Series 2015 na DepEd Order natin on assessment. Actually, in that portion on monitoring and evaluation of the assessment in the field, and this CMSS is one of the innovation of DepEd Regional Office for the monitoring of actually as specified in DepEd Order number 8 at saka mayroon tayong DO31 ngayon speaks sa condition for pandemic.
Ayun po. Maraming salamat po sa clarification, Sir Nick. But anyway, I guess the CMSS and the monitoring of the learners' performance is quite very effective here in DepEd Region 10. Tama ba, partner?
Yeah, agree.
So, ayan, partner, pwede na siguro nating pakawalan muna si Sir Nick at
Oo.
makikita pa rin natin siya maya-maya
Pasadong pasado
siguro.
eh.
Yes. Puntahan na natin ang ating next ba, partner? Go ahead.
Yes. Susunod natin partner is sa'yo pa rin yata, no? Kay si Dr. Marie Emerald Cabigas, partner, meron yata siyang announcement for everyone.
Ayun. So ako pa rin
Mm.
pala. So parang colorblind ata ako ngayong araw nito. Anyway, yes, ang ating susunod na guest still coming from the Curriculum and Learning Management Division or CLMD, we have our supervisor for the Learning Resource Division or yun ba ang tawag doon? Basta, for the Learning Resources, we have Dr. Marie Emerald Cabigas. Ma'am Emmy, magandang umaga po at welcome to BigaTEN DepEd 10.
Good morning. Good morning, Kadeped Paulo and Kadeped Rada. In the Learning Resource Management Division, we are very busy, and of course, we have been developing more than 4,000 self-learning modules and is also currently developing other self-learning modules. In fact, our SLMs has been used all over the country, especially in our central office, where they are using our grade 9, senior high school, and some of our grade 10 SLMs. So congratulations to our region for being very
Yeah.
front with our development, especially to our regional director who has been pushing us to be self-sufficient in this time of pandemic. Aside from that, of course, moving forward, we are also venturing on the digitized materials, and so the region is also going to procure tablets for our learners.
Wow.
Okay? Yes. So, moving forward po tayo, even though we have our face-to-face, we are going to still use some of the self-learning modules and also moving towards the digital realm for our students. In fact, other divisions have also been using the tablets. This time, the region is the one that will procure for our students also. Aside from that, in our senior high school, uh, our region has now 4 entries for to be featured. Our 4 alumni for our senior high schools will be featured in the DepEd Central Office, and it will start on March 16. This is launching of Masigabong Tagumpay sa Trabaho at Negosyo Pinanday for our senior high school graduates. This will serve as an inspiration to our senior high school students that after they have graduated from the senior high school, they can venture in trabaho and also in negosyo. So for the entire region, Region 10 has 4 graduates that will be featured. Tayo ang pinakamadaming alumni na may feature for this one. So we have 4, 3 of which will come from the division of Misamis Oriental and one from Lanao del Norte Division.
Ayan, Ma'am Emmy, totoong-totoo yung sinabi nyo na busy kayo sa SLM. Na ako'y pangutana sa imo, ma'am. Ma'am, kanusa po na nimo paulion imong dako kayo nga wing van nga naa pa din sa gawas karon. Kay first time ko nakakita og inana kadako na wing van. I guess na unload na nila tanan. SLM ba ang sulod adtong duha ka dagko kay na wing van sa gawas, ma'am?
Yes, actually 4 naka-wing van kanala lang duha, and they will be finished today. And we are expecting another wing ban after that.
Okay po. So karon pagid ko nakakita partner nga inana day kadako ang wing van nga mas dako pa siya sa balay. So I was so amazed to see a wing van that huge. Anyway, Ma'am Emmy, tama po ba yung narinig ko kanina? Is my understanding correct that although we already have our enhanced face-to-face classes, patuloy po ang pagpo-produce natin at pagpo-procure ng SLMs. Tama po ba?
Yes, because it can also be used in our face-to-face. Let us also remember that our face-to-face classes will not be daily, so the SLM will be explained and still can be used by our students.
Yan po. At na-mention niyo po kanina that moving forward, the regional office or perhaps the other division offices are going to procure tablets. Now, ano po ba ang dapat na nilalaman ng mga tablets na ito? Ito po ba ay tablets para makapaglaro ang ating mga learners? Or what is the purpose of the tablets that we are going to procure po, ma'am?
Yes, our tablets will contain digital materials for our learners, and we will also install devices for our programs in our tablets so that our students will only be focusing on the lesson. So that we will limit the use of other apps. Not aside from limit, naagay mga apps po nga dili pwede ma-access so that our learners will be focused on learning lang. That's the purpose of the tablets.
Ayun po. So, klarong-klaro partner sa ating mga learners that the tablets are going to be used for educational purposes. Now, Ma'am Emmy, dun sa sinabi nyo kanina, 4 po na senior high school alumni natin ang mafe-feature. Saan po nga ulit sila mafe-feature, ma'am, para malaman po ulit at matandaan ng ating mga viewers?
So starting March 6, different alumni from the region all over the country will be featured. But of course, this is going to be shown in all DepEd channels. So DepEd tayo and all other DepEd na mga sites.
Ayan po. So partner,
Ayan.
meron ka bang tanong, karagdagang tanong para kay Ma'am Emmy?
Yes, partner. Thank you. Ma'am Emmy, tanong ko lang, may schedule na ba tayo kung kailan pwedeng makuha ng mga sangay natin o ng mga eskwelahan natin yung kanilang parte ng mga SLMs na nakadeliver na dito sa regional office?
Okay. Some of the SLM are already on the way for the division offices, and here in our regional office, it will be set to be picked up next week by the division offices. And after that, they will be delivered to the schools. And in fact, there are also other SLMs that are already in the division, and I think they are already there in the schools.
Ayan. Partner, baka may final instructions si Ma'am Emmy. Take it away, Ma'am Emmy. Meron ba tayong final instructions for the field or message?
Yes, for our students, the self-learning modules is a product of various people, and our teachers have labored in making that one. So I would like to make an appeal for our students that they have to take care of those self-learning modules as well as the tablets that has been given to them by the division officers. Take care of it so that others might enjoy it as well after them.
Ayan. Thank you very much, Ma'am Emmy. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Marie Emerald Cabigas, ang ating education program supervisor. Ayan, partner. Bago tayo magpatuloy, shout out muna tayo. Siyempre,
Yes, saan tayo magbabasa ng shout out, partner? Kasi partner, masyadong demanding itong bagong pa-set up mo at pa-set up ni Direk. Hindi ko alam kung saan ako titingin. So saan ba tayo magbabasa ng ating shout out?
Dito muna tayo, local muna tayo, partner, bago tayo punta sa DepEd Philippines. Yan. Ay, nako. Wala po pabor-pabor ang akong igsuon. Good morning. Greetings from Baltimore, USA. From Grace Abrera Galarpe. Thank you, ate. From Elvira Belino. Ayan. Sino ba yan? Eleksyon Panulaya is watching from Balingwan Central. Okay. From Agnes Malines Kalibod. Yes. Good morning. Watching from Tuyabang Proper Elementary School, Oroquieta City Division. We also have, my sister again, pasensya na. Marami akong fans. Good morning. Greetings from Montreal, Canada. Hello to all teachers. Keep safe always. And from Elenita S. Medina Dabon. Good morning, everyone. And we have from Maria Teresa Evangelio Donasco. Good morning, watching from Puso Elementary School, District of La Castellana. Partner.
Yes, partner, kung sa eleksyon walay hakot, sa BigaTEN DepEd na ay hakot. Anyway, good morning coming from Gemma Estor. Good morning po, watching from Labo Primary School, Aloran, South District. This is from the Division of Misamis Occidental. Agustin Etchefa Ainal, good morning, watching from Bukidnon National High School. And we also say hi to Jason Dungo. Good morning, everyone watching from Bonifacio National High School, Division of Misamis Occidental. And we also say hi to Katharina Hinko. Good morning, watching from Katadman Elementary School, Division of Ozamis City. And meron pa ba? Chuche Rosme Grace Chua. Good morning, watching from Labo PS, Aloran South District, also from Misamis Occidental. At kay Ma'am Mary Flor Abrera. Good morning mga kadeped sa Region 10. Happy Women's Month sa akong sisters who are watching right now. Ma'am Amor Abrera sa Canada and Grace Abrera Galarpe from USA. Good morning po and happy Women's Month po sa atin and International Women's Day. Partner?
Ayan, partners. Pasensya na partner ha, wala mi nagsabot. Anyway, from Glenzen, May Alinsog. Good morning, watching from Clarin Elementary School, Plaridel North District, Division of Misamis Occidental. We also have from Gemma Mankawan. Good morning, everyone. Happy Women's Month to all brave women out there. God bless us all. Yes, amen. From Linda Saab, good morning, watching from DepEd Camiguin. Hello po. And from Blizel Paharon Bulo. Ayan, good morning. Watching from Subbungkugon National High School, Subbungkugon District Division of Misamis Oriental. And from Maria Joy Tanagot. Wow. Hello, ma'am. Our DIO from Oroquieta City. Watching live from Cebu City. Pasalubong, ma'am. Partner.
Yes, partner. We also say hi again to Miss Katharina Hinko, still watching here at Katadman Elementary School, Ozamis City. We are still here po din, ma'am. And then we have Marisol Moreno. Good morning, watching from Clarin National High School, Division of Misamis Occidental. At kay Christina Vertudes, magandang araw po. Nanunood po mula sa Bukidnon National High School. And Miss Caroline Havanes Luza watching from Gregorio Sakin Elementary School Division of Ozamis City. And also good morning to Miss Jovelyn Abakahin watching from CLMD DepEd ROX. So walay pabor-pabor. Maayong buntag, Miss Bibing. And ayun.
Ayan. So, partner, babalikan natin yung ating mga masugid na tagapanood mamaya-maya, including DepEd Philippines. Pero check ko muna yung connection ko kay Direk Fatima para maka-access tayo sa DepEd Philippines. Anyway, eto partner, yung susunod nating guest ay siyempre mahal na mahal natin, ang Chief ng Curriculum and Learning Management Division. Balikan po natin si Chief Mala Epra B. Magnaong. Chief, welcome back. Nandiyan na ba si Chief Perry?
Yes, I'm here.
Ayan. Chief, ano pa yung natin yung updates natin tungkol sa Safe CI ba? Baka gusto niyo umpisahan sa Safe CI?
Yes, let's have the good news. The good news is we got 3 champions of the 18 categories of the Safe CI for school year 2020-2021. So tomorrow will be the awarding ceremony of the Safe CI champions. So for DepEd Region 10, we got the most learning focused public school elementary medium category, and which is from Malaybalay City, the B City Elementary School. Again, most learning focused public school elementary medium category, K to 3 medium category. Then, for the second time, Bukidnon National High School once again grabbed the most learning focused public senior high school in the country. So it's led by Dr. Susan Ulana. And we're so happy. Yeah, consistent. Dalawa ng beses. So we're so happy with that. And for the first time, one of the new categories in the Safe CI is a search for the most learning focused alternative learning system learning center, or LCLC. Again, from Malaybalay City Division, the LCLC of Malaybalay City. So it means that the 3 champions came from the division of Malaybalay City. A round of applause to all of us, and of course to Malaybalay City. Tomorrow, they will be awarded at the Bulwagan ng sa Central Office, Bulwagan ng Karunungan with Director Bayokot, and there also Director Bayokot, the most learning focused regional director, being awarded also as the most learning focused learning regional office, will share his best practices as the 2019-2021 champion. So, mag-share siya bukas on what are our best
Ayan.
here in DepEd Region 10. So that's
Chief,
good
tama
news.
ba, Chief? Di ba out of the 18 categories, 14 yung sa atin, di ba?
Yeah,
Nakasali being national finalists. Tama
finalist.
ba?
So yes, out of 18 categories, uh, lumabas ang 14 finalists from DepEd Region 10. Out of the 14 finalists, we got 3 champions. So it's a very, what is that, remarkable achievement to DepEd Region 10. Though we have the 14, uh, tama na yan, okay na lang yan, tatlo.
Nako, Chief, excited ako para next year. Di ba?
Yes. But I'm not sure because there will be change of administration. No?
Ah,
I'm not sure if this will push through. Oh, but then they plan to continue that according to the secretariat. But we don't know yet because there's a change of coming in, no? The new administration of the Department of Education. We're not sure of that. So, but then we have a
anyway,
very good
yeah.
experience with the search for academic excellence on curriculum and instruction. So, Secretary's Award for Excellence on Curriculum and Instruction. For REDEP Region 10, we have a very good experience and we have a very good performance when it comes to the Safe CI. And this is one of the competitions that RD Bayukot is really looking for because it is on curriculum and instruction. This is our goal, why we are here. So, mas mabigat siya kung nagdaog ta sa basketball, mas mabigat siya if it's about curriculum and instruction.
Yes. Anyway, congratulations sa atin lahat, Chief. Anyway, let's talk about the SLM utilization, Chief Perry.
Yes, for last year, we had 1.2 million learners. Of the 1.2 million learners, 80% use the printed modular and the rest are other modalities. But all other modalities like the online, the RBI, the digitized modular, lahat using the same self-learning modules. I'd like to take this opportunity talking to our colleagues now, talking to our parents, and I hope we have parents here listening to us, to try also to be considerate and try to understand the situation. The reality, self-learning modules is for the students who are self-directed. In other words, independent type of learners. Unfortunately, we are being hit by the pandemic. So what happened is we force all the 1.2 learners to use the self-learning modules. Maganda talaga ang self-learning modules because self-paced. So kung kailan siya, kaya niya, di ba? However, as what I said a while ago, ito is very appropriate for independent learner. But then we force them because we don't have a choice. We are being hit by the pandemic. We get shortage of learning resources, and DepEd Region 10 is so lucky enough that we have a very genuine leader, very passionate, that he was so determined that we have to make our own. We will no longer wait for CEO to give us because he sensed already na parang di kaya ng CEO. So what we did is we as early as March, I think, we do the planning, then the writing, the evaluation. So pag October of 2020, we started, we have already 4,000 learning resources. And we keep on improving that one. What we are using now is the version 5 of the learning resources. So that's it. Then we were able to share to other regions. So we contributed to the needs of the shortage of learning resources in the implementation of distance learning to 32 offices, meaning that includes the CEO, other regional offices, other schools divisions offices, and 15, I think 16, 17 private schools wrote a letter to the regional director and asking for assistance. And Director Bayoko to not say no with that. Basta magsulat lang gid sa iya, okay ra gid siya. Except for individual, uh, we usually only give those institutions or offices or schools with a self-learning module. So we are happy that we were able to develop that number of modules and we were able to convert that one. Now, the self-learning module, since uh, parang na-force ang other learners, those who are not ready. So define it hard. Define it hard. But in the self-learning modules, I would like to emphasize that there is the K answer there. That K answer will help our learners, our parents, to understand and build concepts or master the learning competences stipulated in that certain module. So naa si kay answer mo tabang nila. And that's why ang pag-appreciate sa self-learning module is not per answer sa bata. It is mogamit ang maestra of rubrics, looking at the completeness, accuracy, appropriateness of the whole module, but not individually niya i-check. Why? Because all the testings there are formative assessment. And if it is formative assessment, non-graded siya. The teacher-made assessment is the one to be inputted in the curriculum management support system. So, and when we talk about teacher-made assessment, dalawa na, written and performance tasks. So, I'd like to appeal to the parents who are listening to us, to our teachers, please do not forget to put the K answer there because that will help the learners. And the learners should be, what is that? Willing to call the assistance of their teachers. Ayaw pag ulaw-ulaw sa maestra kay naa na si teacher to help you. We are, I think, during the opening of classes, yes, na ay mga tarpaulin din na where to contact their teachers na yung mga emergency gari din ang mga numbers di pamutang ipang post sa strategic areas in the barangay to contact their teachers because teachers are there to help you. Please inform us if there's a problem. We are willing to help you if there's a problem with that kana nga mga situation. Basta while we are still in the situation that we were not yet allowed to have the full implementation of the face-to-face because limited pa karon. And the implementation of the limited face-to-face, limited gani, meaning dili gud ang 30 mag face-to-face. Ang 15 mag face-to-face, ang 15 po mag-module ba? So, the next week, depende sa type of schedule na may mga, I think, mga tulo ka mga uh, way of doing it on how to schedule. Naghatag ang CO on how to schedule. So, meaning, bisan pa mag face-to-face na limited karon, naapag yung module gagamiton. And I'm afraid nga, muna tingali atong scenario no, of the next school year that we have the two. So that's why we are asking the teachers, do not forget to put the K answer kay mao na gamitan ron sa bata. So mga bata, ang imong parent ikaw magtinabang nga to build the concept, to understand, to master the learning competency. Didn't mean nga kung imo siyang giurot pag-answer ang tibuok module 100% ka na pod. Because the teacher will have first to evaluate you based on your module. Kay di man po ni siguro ibo o tarag answer, no? Di ba ka Paulo? So that's why that you're giving you the measuring your performance is si teacher, hinimo ni teacher nga test, written and performance. Hinimo ni teacher and that intervention gipangayo ni teacher nga makita sa iyang weekly home learning plan. Kasi si teacher maghimo man sa iyang weekly home learning plan. Then, ang iyang way of measuring you is how you well understand that module. Dili ang imong answer atong module, ha? Dili gud ito maghimo pa si teacher.
Chief Perry. Yeah. Clarify
Next
ko lang, Chief Perry. Am I correct in my understanding? Yung mga exercises doon, no, yung nasa self-learning modules, considering that there are key answers, will not be graded. So in other words, the teachers will have to formulate their own exercises apart from those that are found in the self-learning modules. Tama po ba yung pagkaintindi ko,
Yes,
Chief?
pero dili na siya ma-set aside. Kanang the whole of the self-learning module, i-rate na sa teacher. I-rate na ni teacher. Gamitan na niya og effort-based assessment. Duhara yung pangitao na the completion and accuracy of the inputs there. But not individually nga, 1 to 10 nga question, checkan ni teacher ang 1 to 10, then iyang igrado, iyang i-measure. Oh, it's not the whole of the module. And the whole of the module could be part also of the portfolio assessment. It doesn't mean nga dili i-rate ang module, i-rate gyapon ang module, but not individually because the teacher will be the one to give the assessment for you to measure if you were able to understand the whole module. That's the right way of utilizing the module. So the bata should study well the module together with the assistance of the parents. And sorry for that, wala kita mahimo, mutabang man kita sa tong bata whether face to face or in any nga situation, distance learning delivery mode, we must be always be there to our learners. So that's part of our role as parents. So naalang gid karoy a little bit mura ba og shifting of the percentage to teach kay ang personal man gud maka-teach ang parent, but then the teacher is just measuring you through your assessment niya. Then you can also call. I think some of our teachers will have the revalida gani. I heard some of the teachers will have to call and ask, and meron silang mga inana nga gipanghimo to
To validate learning. Yeah. Partner, baka may katanungan ka dyan, partner.
Yes, partner, para kay Chief Efra. So, Chief Efra, sa imong pagka-explain karon lahi di ay ang pag-check sa mga maestra sa modules. It is not per item. So, I guess that would mean there is really no need for our parents to be the ones to answer the modules. Kay dili man day gyud gyapon na per item ang ipa-check. Kay what has been happening is that we have reports that the parents are the ones answering the modules. So makita gid ay gyapon sa atong mga maestra ang effort sa atong mga estudyante sa pag-answer sa module. Sakto ba ko, Chief Perry?
Yes. Ang module is just building the concept. So tabangan gid sa parent, tabangan sa mga tao din nagpalibot sa iya, and of course with the help of the teacher. But then dili i-rely diha ang tanang grado sa module. So kailangan si bata mag-study. Kay kung wala siya nag-study ana, dili siya maka-answer sa ihatag nga graded sa teacher. Ang gihatag nga test item sa teacher mauna ang graded, muna ang basihan sa iyang pag-measure sa bata. Duha ka klase gipangayon ni teacher. Mohatag si teacher sa written, mohatag po si teacher sa performance task. Kani ang graduhan ang duha. Koreko ang written, dili siya quarterly exam. In the distance learning delivery mode, wala tay quarterly exam. Wala tay ingon nga first quarter periodical test. Wala siya karon. So far karon, when we implemented the distance learning, wala ang quarterly exam. Pero kung mobalik ta sa face to face, then I think we'll be back with the quarterly exam. Mauna
Ayan.
siya ang what is that? If you're going to appreciate the module, it's not per item but the whole of that module ang appreciation sa maestra. Again, dili ingon nga dili siya graduhan, nga di na lang wa magyapon graduhan gapon siya, but not individually. It's a rubric way of measuring the module. So parents, continue to help your learners, continue to assist our children because they need to be measured by the teacher. And if dili siya maka-answer ana, meaning wala ang bata na assist sa iyang module. So we still need you in the utilization of that module na dapat di siya masayang, dapat magamit din siya sa bata o masabtan sa bata. Kung magkalisod, naa ang skillahan kanunay mo tabang. Kay maunay role ni teacher. Bahulat lang na ang maestra. Naana sila yung mga chat group. Karon bitaw, 2 weeks na ang among pag-ila-ila sa bata sa kwan na ay listahan ang maestra sa kanang bata. Napag-picture na kapangitaon kadi na magkita good. So nasa sila picture ay gala na picture. I saw in my own kid. Na kay picture sa di pa ko kailangan ako bata kay online man siya. So So kailangan kayo sa there are uh, account nga pilit yun ang gigamit nga account sa bata for the safety and protection of the child. Ang wala gipay mo ang bata. So ang makita dito sa profile usay nga pictures parent. So the teacher will have to ask pa sa picture sa bata para they have also the sa pinagway di akong bata karon, no? Especially for the online classes. And also with the modular kay dili na si bata mo to sa eskwelahan mo ka sa module ang mga kauban sa balay. So mo na nga duha karon nga katuko kami una ngalan na magdamo ibutak sa bata. Karon ni picture na ko eh. Mo na karon ang the new way of checking the attendance or recording the attendance with picture.
Sige. Anyway, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, straight from the Chief of the Curriculum and Learning Management Division. Babalikan natin si Ma'am Perry mamaya lang bago natin tapusin nating segment sa CLMD para sa kanyang final message. This time, partner, kasama naman natin ang Education Program Supervisor for IPED. Ayan, si Ma'am Josephine Validor. Ma'am Josephine, good morning. Magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Yes, isang magandang umaga sa inyo, Kadipid Rada and Kadipid Paulo, at sa lahat ng taga-subaybay ng ating bigatin o programang ito. At sa ating pamayanan, sa whole Region 10, maayad hamasulong sa inyo alan.
Ayan, nako. Ang ganda namang greeting na yan, Ma'am Jofi. Anyway, Ma'am Josephine, ano bang meron ngayon sa ating pagpapatupad ng IPED program?
Yes, align with our IPED guidelines on the use of our program support funds with our core commitment to actualize the program implementation of the region and division work and financial plan focus on supporting the priority needs of our schools for continued learning continuity plan operations. So, especially on capacitating our teachers, school heads, including PSDS assigned in schools implementing IPED. For now, we have 412 schools implementing IPED or dominantly IP learners. So that is most of our funds, bulk of our funds, focus on that implementation. Sir.
So having said that, yes, Ma'am Jofi, how do you maximize the resources to actualize the IPED Region 10 program direction?
Yes, as I have said, Paulo, our work and financial plan focus on supporting our priority needs of our schools for continued learning continuity plan operations, especially on capacitating our teachers and school heads.
Do you have a specific program or activity being strengthened at the moment, ma'am?
Yes, we have. So to reinforce the implementation of basic learning continuity plan in time of this pandemic and to effectively address the distinct educational needs of our IP learners, especially for K-Stage 1, and based on our DepEd Order number 32, Series 2020, Guidelines on the Engagement of Services of Learning Support Aids, we hired and deployed 397 learning support aids to help our teachers, especially for communities with high incidence of illiteracy.
Okay. At this point, Ma'am Jofi, what has been the greatest challenge in the implementation of the IPED?
So far, for the last 2 years with our pandemic, the most challenging program implementation, especially in our communities, is our parents who are non-literate, especially in teaching, in helping our learners, our IP learners, in their modules. Siguro yun ang pinaka-challenging doon. Kaya with our DepEd Order 32 Series 2020, on the engagement of our learning support aides, yun ang pinaka-address ng department or our regional office para ma-address yung pinaka-challenge ng IPED.
And in your humble evaluation, Ma'am Jofi, how do you think did we fare in our implementation of the program? Okay naman po yung accomplishments natin?
Yes, so far because according to our learners and our teachers and also our elders, nagbe-feedback sila dahil we have our consultative meeting with our IP communities. Sinasabi nila na yung the engagement of our learning support aides talagang nakatulong sa ating mga magulang sa pagtuturo ng kanilang mga anak, especially sa kindergarten to group 3.
Ayan, happy to hear that po. Partner, may dagdag kang katanungan
Yes,
dyan?
partner. Ma'am Jo, more often than not kasi ang ating mga IP learners and IPED schools are located in the geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas. Now, ngayon po ba, marami na po ba tayong schools with IP learners or IPED schools na kasali sa enhanced face-to-face classes po?
Yes, so far sa assessment ng ating communities at officials of our department in Region 10, we have expanded siguro mga 20% of our schools implementing IPED na sasali sa expanded face-to-face po.
Yan po. In your opinion lang po, Ma'am Jo, do you think that it will be more advantageous for our IP learners na balik na po tayo sa face-to-face considering na medyo challenging po sa kanila yung distance learning?
Yes, kasi yun ang hinihingi ng ating mga magulang na kung dahil sa kanilang lugar wala naman talagang cases of cases ng anong tawag dito, yung virus. Kaya sabi ng mga magulang, di ba balik na lang tayo sa face-to-face kasi nahihirapan kami magturo sa aming mga anak. So yun, kaya napasalamat tayo sa department na ibabalik na, unti-unti nang ibabalik sa face-to-face ang ating pag-aaral.
Ayan po. Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Jo. Partner?
Ayan. Ma'am Jofi, may mensahe po ba tayo sa ating mga IPED community at saka sa ating mga stakeholders at sa buong kagawaran ng edukasyon, sa ating mga ka-DepEd?
Siguro, ang mensahe ko lang na sana walang bibitiw, sama-sama, tulong-tulong sa pagsulong ng katutubong edukasyon. Maraming salamat po.
Very well said po, Ma'am Jofi. Napakaganda po ng inyong sinabi. Anyway, nandito po kami. Kasama niyo po kami sa advokasya ngayon. Ayan, partner. Sino bang susunod nating guest?
Yes, partner. Coming in also from the CLMD ngayon, I think ang susunod natin ay ang ating education program supervisor for senior high school and TVL. Mamaya ko na tatanungin sa kanya kung ano ba talaga itong SHS TVL. Please help me welcome partner and mga ka-DepEd, ang ating education program supervisor na si William Agomana. Magandang umaga po, Sir William, and welcome
Hello, Sir William.
Hello, good morning everyone. Happy morning everyone, mga ka-DepEd, of course, Karada and Paolo.
Yes, Sir
Good morning
William.
po.
Bago po kami mag-proceed sa aming tanong, ano po ba itong SHS TVL? Ano po bang ibig sabihin ng SHS TVL?
Ito po ang senior high school natin for the TVL track natin po. Kasi sa senior high school may TVL track tayo.
Yun po. Ano po ba ibig sabihin ng TVL track, sir? Ano po bang mga subjects ang napapaloob sa TVL track na ito, sir?
Yes, thank you for that. No, so in our TVL track, there are 4 components po. One of which we have the home economics. That is what we call HE. We also have the agri-fishery arts. We also have the information communications technology or the ICT and the industrial arts po. And under this four components, may 86 na strands pa po ito.
Ayun po, medyo madami po. Now, Sir
Yes.
William, as you mentioned, medyo technical po ang mga components ng TVL track na ito. Now, I guess we are in agreement that during the pandemic, medyo more challenged ang ating learners who are in the TVL track kasi po medyo hindi swak sa distance learning ang kanilang napili na track. So, Sir William, why is it important na mag-develop din po tayo ng SLMs for the SHS TVL specialization?
Yeah, it's true, Karada. No, so the hallmark of the TVL, its focus really is on the practical skills and work readiness. So makes distance learning practically challenging. And in spite of this, with the leadership of our regional director, Dr. Arturo B. Bayukot, CISO 3, we continue to find ways and means to deliver the most essential learning competencies or the MELCs or the senior high school TVL track to our senior high school learners in the region. That is why last January 24 to 28 of 2022, with the collaboration of the 14 education program supervisors of our 14 divisions, of course, with the support of the schools division superintendents and the 170 SLM developers, the region conducted the region-led workshop on the SLM development for the senior high school TVL specialization. And this activity addresses the concerns on the availability of the SLMs on the senior high school TVL in the delivery of distance learning po. The region has offered 56. Sinabi ko kanina po, nag-share po ako na actually there are 86 strands under these four components, and the DepEd Region 10 offered 56 out of 86 specializations distributed to the four components, the one that I have said a while ago. However, in our monitoring po, out of this 56 offered specializations in DepEd Region 10, we only have 30 specializations with available SLMs po. So that is why we really push, of course, with the leadership of our RD to have this 43 other specializations be available in the coming school year 2022-2023. Well, in fact, we are now in the process of finishing the SLM development, and we'll talk about process. So starting from the development to evaluation to validation and finalization. So hoping that we will be able to finish this one, the complete process, this coming April 29, 2022, and this modules will be ready for school year 2022-2023 po. And of course, this is all actually the initiative of our regional director po through the Curriculum Learning Management Division.
Ayan po, mga ka-DepEd. Now, Sir William, looking back to school year, kasi medyo nasa kalagitnaan na ba tayo? I'm not really very sure about the new school year. Kasi partner, parang nalilito na ako sa school calendar. Hindi na kagaya dati na alam natin kung kailan ang summer break at kung kailan ang school opening. Now, looking back to school year 2021-2022, Sir William, as supervisor for the SHSTBL specialization rather, what were the challenges and what were the interventions and best practices in the implementation of the program for school year 2021-2022 po, sir?
Okay, thank you for that, Kadep Edrada, no? And really, we encounter a lot of challenges in the senior high school TBL track. And one of that is just like what other subject has shared a while ago. It's more on the monitoring on this MELCs, no, in the teaching learning process. So that's one of our challenges, making sure that all of these MELCs really delivered, and not only delivered but transferred to our respective learners. And we are also thankful with our respective counterparts in the different 14 divisions of Region 10, because they also have their own initiatives in order to make sure that this concepts, and not only the concepts but also skills, has been delivered. Well, in fact, they of course maximizing all the technology that we are available right now, different platforms, for instance, and the other divisions has also adopted applying the TESDA Circular 62 series of 2020 on the limited face-to-face po. So mayroong ibang ano po divisions na nagkaroon din ng limited face-to-face, of course with approval of the local IATF to make sure that really the skills has been transferred or transferred to our respective learners in the TVL track. And of course, home visitation has been also conducted.
Ayan, Sir William, alam kong medyo challenging talaga sa ating mga senior high schools na nasa TVL yung pandemic na yon. But anyway po, Sir William, para naman po sa ating mga learners na nasa private schools, alam ko po na ikaw din po ang program holder nito. Kumusta naman po ang ating Joint Delivery Voucher Program Implementation or the JDVP? Tuloy-tuloy pa rin po ba ito?
Yes po, tuloy-tuloy po tayo sa GDVP and allow me to just share a little information of our GDVP, no? So, for the information of everybody, the Joint Delivery Voucher Program, or what we call it GDVP, we are now on the 5th year in the implementation. And this GDVP for senior high school, technical, vocational, livelihood specialization for senior high school po ito. So meaning grade 12 learners po. And this program is really anchored on DepEd Order number 40, series of 2021, and TESDA Circular number 62, series of 2020. And for this year, so for 2021, 2022, so the program already started last November, and we are looking forward that this will end this month, March of 2022. So this program actually, ka-DepEd Rada and ka-DepEd Paolo, is designed to optimize the TVL learning by allowing the senior high school learners in select public schools with identified lack of facilities, equipment, and materials to avail tuition fee voucher in the amount of 12,550. That will cover actually the training and education for 320 hours on any one or a combination of four specializations coming from the four components that I have said a while ago, and that is to be taken from the eligible partner institutions. And we talk about eligible partner institutions, we are referring to a private or non-DepEd senior high schools, or as well as technical vocational institutions. Of course, with prior approval with the respective schools division offices, and all of these partners are actually, of course, complied with the basic requirements, no, as partner. So the total cost actually, no, for the entire program of GDBP for this year is 91,615,000, and that is for the 7,300 learners of the entire region. So we continue to deliver that, and will in fact next week po mayroon pong gagawin tayo by virtue of Regional Memo number 131 series of 2022, the conduct of the Regional Monitoring Conference, and this conference will be attended by a lot of our stakeholders. That includes our 155 school heads. These school heads are actually the implementing schools of our GDBP, and our 110 partners of the GDBP, and 310 grade 12 select grade 12 learners, and 155 parents from the 13 implementing schools division offices. So this convergence is again another initiative headed by our regional director po.
Ayun, so klarong-klaro Sir William, tuloy-tuloy din po pala ang joint delivery. So tuloy-tuloy ang delivery sa anumang paraan. Lalong-lalo na sa ating mga senior high school students or learners na naka-enroll sa ating TVL na track. Tama po ba ako? Track po ba ang tawag sa TVL? Yes po.
Yes,
Partner, may follow-up question ka ba kay Sir William?
Well, so far, partner, wala akong maisip. Parang naipaliwanag naman ng mabuti ni Sir William.
Thank you
Ayan.
po.
All the best po.
Sige po. Maraming salamat po ulit sa ating Education Program Supervisor for TVL and the program holder for the Joint Delivery Voucher Program, si Sir William Agomana. Sino pa ba ang susunod partner? Ako pa rin ba to? O ikaw na?
Yes.
Ako pa
Go
rin.
on,
Okay.
partner.
So, sana ako na lang. Okay. So, tawagin naman natin ngayon ang ating isa pang education program supervisor galing pa rin sa CLMD. Ito partner, excited akong makausap siya kasi this is the first time that he will be guesting, I think, in BigaTEN DepEd 10 or nag-guest na ba natin siya nung nakaraan? Hindi ko na maalala.
Parang first time yata ito, partner.
First time ito. So first time natin siyang makakausap.
There's always a
ngayon.
first time.
Yes, there's always a first time. So help me welcome Dr. Armand Agustin. Magandang umaga po, Sir Armand. Welcome to BigaTEN DepEd 10.
Magandang umaga po ka DepEd Paulo at ka DepEd Rada. At syempre naman po, magandang umaga din sa lahat ng nakatutok ngayon dito lang sa nag-iisang BigaTEN DepEd 10. Ako nga pala si Ginoong Armando Agustin, ang inyong lingkod bilang taga-Masid Panrehiyon sa Filipino, Araling Panlipunan, Mother Tongue Based at Multilingual Education at sa Comprehensive Sexuality Education. Ka-DepEd Paulo at ka-DepEd Rada, nais ko lamang pong ipaabot sa ating mga magulang, mga mag-aaral at kaguruan ang aking pasasalamat sa kanilang walang sawang suporta sa mga gawain natin sa ating kagawaran. Bilang inyong bagong taga-Masid, ako po'y umaasa na patuloy nating suportahan ang lahat na gawain ng ating rehiyon. Ka-DepEd Paulo at ka-DepEd Rada, para po sa update natin ngayon, nais ko lamang pong ipaalam ang nalalapit na pagdiriwang na ika-80 anibersaryo ng Araw ng Kagitingan at Linggo ng mga Bitiranong Pilipino na magaganap sa ika-5 hanggang ika-8 at ika-9 ng Abril ngayong taon. Kaugnay po sa nasabing pagdiriwang, ang kagawaran ng edukasyon ay mangunguna sa mga gawain tulad ng National Virtual Symposium sa ika-8 ng Abril, at poster making contest para sa mga mag-aaral sa ika-7 hanggang ika-9 na baitang. At syempre, para naman po sa elementarya, magkakaroon po tayo ng rhetorical contest para sa mga mag-aaral sa baitang 4 hanggang ika-6. Syempre, kaakibat nito ay ang naghihintay na mga papremyo. Tumataginting na 10,000 piso para sa unang pwesto at 8,000 piso para sa ikalawa, 6,000 piso para sa pangatlo at 3,000 piso para sa ika-4 hanggang ika-20 pwesto. At para sa buong detalye, ipapaskil sa ating website ang memorandum. Muli, ito po si Ginoong Armando Agustin na nagsasabing, saan ka man naroroon, anumang sitwasyon, patuloy ang edukasyon. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay tayong lahat. Balik po sa inyo ka DepEd Paulo at ka DepEd Rada.
Partner.
Yes, partner.
Akala ko yung sasabihin ni Sir Arman, yung kung saan ka man naroroon, babalik at babalik ka rin.
Pwede po.
Ang aga pa ha. Anyway, partner, may bago akong natutunan ngayon. Ang Tagalog pala ng Education Program Supervisor ay taga-Masid or ang Tagalog ng supervisor ay taga-Masid Panrehiyon. Kaya dito sa amuhang barangay, ang mga taga-Masid dito, Marites naman ako tawag sa ila, partner.
Ay, nako. Partner, Happy
Yes.
International Women's Day sa lahat ng mga Marites.
Yes, sa lahat ng mga Marites, sa lahat ng mga taga-Masid ng
Oo.
bayan.
Partner, gusto ko lang itanong kay Sir Arman. Dito ba sa atin sa regional office, meron ba tayong gagawing pasiklaban o ano ba pagdiriwang natin? Meron ba tayo? O sa ating mga
Ayun po, sige po. Ayon po sa
Yes.
ating plano, sa ating calendar of activities, isa po sa mga gawain na inihanda po sa kagawaran ng Pilipino ay para sa pagdiriwang ng buwan ng wika. So aabangan po natin 'yun dahil lahat tayo dito sa regional office ay lalahok.
Nako, abangan natin yan. Sige. Partner, salamat kay Sir Arman Agustin sa inyong
Yes,
pagpapaunlak ko
partner.
ngayong
Maraming
araw na
salamat
ito.
at nais naming ma-guest kayo ulit dito sa BigaTEN DepEd 10. Ayan,
Pangalawa
partner.
ko na po to.
Ay, pangalawa. Okay. Hindi ko lang
Sa
ata siya
posisyon ng mga
nakausap.
Balaga, ako po teacher broadcaster sa DepEd BigaTEN.
Ayan.
Ayan. Okay. Sige, sige. Thank you, Sir Arman. And partner, ngayon, bago tayo magpatuloy sa ating next na mga guests, shoutout ulit tayo. Punta tayo sa DepEd Philippines partner. Marami tayong mga tagapanood doon. Ito
Sige,
partner, saan na ba
partner.
yun?
Mauna ka, partner, kasi
Yes,
ititignan
yes.
ko muna yung aking kodigo.
Mula kay Ninfa Garcia, watching from Quezon City. Thank you po. Ito naman from Maria Janeline, watching from Sergio Osmeña Senior High School. Saan pa ba? Ito from Gina Casalan, watching from San Rafael Elementary School, Patnungon 1 District, SDO Antique. Ayan, meron dyan. Nababasa ko yan, direct. Ayan, from Jinky Gatchalian, watching from Nueva Ecija, San Jose City. Porais High School po. Ayan, thank you. Nako kay Chief. Chief Raymond, good morning to our BigaTEN hosts, Ka Paulo and Ka DepEd Rada, and to our followers watching from New York. Ayan, thank you, Chief. And from Ramil Palomera, watching live from Buena Vista Elementary School, Santa Catalina 4, Division of Negros Oriental, Region 7. Ayan, from Ansbel De Vera, watching from South UP, Maguindanao. Tulagi Sambren Elementary School. Ayan, partner. May nahagit ka ba
Yes,
dyan?
partner. Saglit lang, partner. Tuloy mo lang mga dalawa pa, partner,
Sige,
bago
sige.
ko makita
Meron
ito.
pa ba? Mga dalawa pa, direct? Ayan, from... meron pa ba? Hindi ko maano dito eh. Ito. Sige, ayan. From Sibugay Division. Ayan, from Jason Ben Fisher. Tama ba? Ay, meron dyan. From Carmen Taraya Badilla, watching from Damilag Integrated School. From Leonida de la Cruz Castillo. Ayan, good morning po. Watching from SDO Ilocos Norte, San Nicolas National High School. Maraming salamat po. And partner, meron ka na bang nakita dyan?
Ayan, partner, parang meron na ata akong nakita. Saglit lang.
Sige.
Ayun, meron. Naririnig niyo po ba ako? Parang
Yes.
kami napindot ako dito na ano. Ayan, meron tayong from, let's see, watching from SDO Manila, we have Nilneji P. Maray. We also say good morning to Lani Imperial, watching. Good morning, everyone, watching from SDO Pangasinan 2. And we say good morning to Monet Padumon Timoan. Good morning po. Meron pa ba? Meron tayong, di ba si Ma'am Jovelyn Abakahin, nandito din siya sa DepEd Philippines. So sa lahat ng platforms niya ata tayo pinapanood, partner. At meron din from, let's see, Bel Satori Tagulimot, sa walay pabor-pabor, watching from Makasandig National High School, featuring of course ang susunod nating guest. Alam ko yun ang inaantay ni
tama. Kaya nanonood siya ngayon.
Tagulimot ang ating susunod na guest. Ayan, partner.
Yes. Anyway, sige. Sa ating pagpapatuloy, mga ka-DepEd, kasama natin ngayon ang Education Program Supervisor for MAPE and Sports. We have Dr. Bienvenido U. Tagolimot Jr. Hello, Sir Benj. Magandang umaga sa iyo. Welcome to the program.
Hello, good morning, ka-DepEd Rada and ka-DepEd Paulo at sa lahat ng mga nanonood, nagsusubaybay sa ating program. Good morning, everyone.
Yes. Sir Benj, ano bang bago? Ano bang meron ngayon?
Okay po. I just would like to have some updates for MAPI and a sports program. So first, I would like to remind all our SDOs regarding DepEd Order number 60 series of 2022. That is about the DepEd National Calisthenics Exercise Program. This exercise program was launched last February 14. This shall be performed by all types of learners, starting elementary school, elementary pupils, junior high school, senior high school, DepEd stakeholders, and of course the community. And this will be implemented and this will be done every during flag raising ceremony or flag retreat ceremony, and even before the start of the classes. This actually is a collaborative effort by all education program supervisors in MAPE with the help of our experts from the field in dancing. And we have come up this national exercise program. This actually inspired by Philippine folk dances at saka mga festivals. And I am very happy that one of the festivals that was in considered in this national exercise program is the Higalaay Festival. So we are so happy that among festivals all over Philippines, isa sa mga na incorporate sa mga dance steps ay yung Higalaay Festival po. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
And
Nasayaw yan ni RD Art eh. Diba?
yes po. Oo. That was during the launching of the
Galaw Pilipinas.
Galaw Pilipinas. Yes. And I would like also to announce the result of the national winners for the 2021-2022 Nestle Wellness Campus Best Implementing Schools in the Interregion Competition. For the grade school category, for the national winners, we have Taguluan Central School, top 8, and Liluan Central School from Misamis Occidental, top 11. For the high school category, we have Clarin National High School from Misamis Occidental, top 13, and Misamis Oriental General Comprehensive High School from Misamis Oriental, top 14. For the interregion category, overall, ang Region 10 ay 6th runner-up. So congratulations sa lahat ng mga winners natin for the Wellness Campus Best Implementing Schools. And of course, I would like also to announce to this to all of our watchers and followers of this program that we have our incoming refresher course for teacher coaches and tournament managers for badminton that will be this coming March 16 to 18, volleyball March 16 to 22, and tennis will be on March 17, 18, and 25. This will be participated by our coaches and regional tournament managers. And lastly, I would like to announce also that the National Academy of Sports is now open for accepting applications for those grade 7 and grade 8 na gustong maka-avail ng ating scholarship. So the National Academy of Sports is now open and now accepting applications for the incoming grade 7 and grade 8 who are into sports like aquatics, athletics, badminton, gymnastics, judo, table tennis, taekwondo, and weightlifting. So yung mga estudyante natin na mga mahilig sa sports sa athletics, sa weightlifting, mayroon tayong scholarship program from the National Academy Sports. And the successful participants and successful applicants will enjoy free tuition, free board and lodging sa National Academy of Sports dormitory, may provision pa ng quality secondary education, access to specialized sports training, world-class facility ito at saka may chance sila na maging representative ng ating country for the international competition and exchange programs. So yun lang po. So ang mga interested na mga applicants, pwede na mag-submit because the deadline will be this coming April 12 and the shortlisting will be announced on June 22 and the start of classes will be this coming August 2022. Yan lang po mga ka-DepEd Rada at ka-DepEd Paulo.
Ayan. Thank you, Sir Benj. Partner, kung ikaw magpalista ka, asa man ka, kaya ako dito man ko sa weightlifting.
Ah, partner, wala din ha ang akong sport na pilion. Pero kung unsa man galing to na sport, ihunghong na lang nako sa imuon niya. Anyway, Sir Vince, follow-up question lang po.
Yes
Saan
po.
po ba ang National Academy of Sports, NAS? Where is this located for our learners who are interested?
Okay. Ang ating National Academy Sports ay nasa Tarlac. So, yung mga interested na participants, they will not worry because they will have their free lodging house, and they will also be receiving monthly stipend, and they are allowed to finish their course for 6 years. Yun lang yung pwede nilang they have to finish the 4 years sa athletics na pwedeng i-extend hanggang 6 years lang po. So, hindi pwedeng maglampas ng 6 years. At ito ay nasa Tarlac po ang ating National Academy Sports.
Sir Vince, one last question po galing sa akin kasi baka meron pa pong tanong si partner na Paulo. Sir Vince, the entrance or the entry to the National Academy of Sports, is it only exclusively on a scholarship basis, or can learners who will not be able to avail of the scholarship still enroll in the academy po, sir?
Of course, open ito sa lahat. Those who will not be able to avail the scholarship, pwede silang mag-apply, but they have to undergo an entrance examination. At saka may mga kailangan pa nilang ipapasa, mga requirements, mga basic requirements na para sila ay ma-accept sa National Academy of Sports.
Ayan po. Thank you very much.
Ayan.
Partner!
Sige, thank you very much, Sir Benj. Thank you for guesting on the show. Ayan. And this time, partner, kasama naman natin, nandiyan na ba siya? Si Dr. CLMD Cabahog. Siya ang susunod nating guest ngayon. At pag-uusapan natin ang CAPB. Ano ba yon? Nandiyan ba? Si
Ma'am Ellen.
Wala. Okay, sige. Proceed tayo dun sa, pag-uusapan natin ang SLMs in Mathematics for Special Science Implementing Schools. Nako, eto, talagang sikat na sikat to. Maraming fans to. Dr. Marino Dal. Sir Dal.
Hello,
Welcome to the program.
good morning. Good morning, DepEd 10. Good morning, DepEd BigaTEN. Good morning, ka-DepEd Rada. And good morning, ka-DepEd Paulo. Maayong buntag sa tanan nga nagsubay sa atong tulumanon karong buntaga.
Naku, ang ganda ng smile natin, Sir Dal. Unsa may balita nato? Oo, naba kay maayong balita diha para sa atong mga ka-DepEd.
Tulo. SLMs in special science programs, then international news, then ADM. We'll start with our SLM.
Sige. Take it away, Sir Dal.
Okay. Our SLMs in mathematics and science for special programs are readily available for use and reproductions. Hence, we would like to thank our SLM writers, validators, editors, layout artists, and APAs, math and science, our facilitators. Without you, this could not be realized. All the hard work, sacrifices, struggles, and downfalls feed up. Congratulations and thank you very much. So the next one is our ongoing activity in Rexham, Malaysia. So I would like to convey everybody to support and pray for our very own grade 9 and grade 10 students from Tagulwan National High School, Division of Misamis Oriental, representing Philippines as finalists on the 12th Southeast Asia Regional Congress on Search for CMU Young Scientists. The coach is Alfred T. Aguilar. The awarding will be on March 10, Wednesday or Thursday, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Please pray for our representatives from the Philippines, and it's our very own Tagulwan National High School. Participated by 9 Southeast Asian countries: Brunei, Myanmar, Cambodia, Timor-Leste, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and our Philippines.
Ayan,
Okay.
meron pa ba, Sir Dal?
So for ADM, being the ADM in charge for the region, I would like to inform the private schools or the individuals starting next school year. You can now offer homeschooling program following DepEd Order Number 1, Series of 2022 Revised Policy Guidelines on Homeschooling Program. Of course, with the proper coordination of our regional office quality assurance division for your permits. And that's all. Thank you.
Ayan. Thank you, Sir Dal. Alam mo, Sir Dal, nakasmile lang dito yung si Direk Fatima at si Direk Ralph eh. Fans talaga sila eh. Pati na rin ako eh. Wala akong masabi. Kundi we love you, Sir Dal. Partner, baka may gusto kang sabihin.
Yes, pati ako partner, wala akong ibang ginawa dito habang nanonood kay Sir Dal, nakangiti lang ako. Kasama ng aking mga kasama dito sa legal unit na nanonood, nakangiti lang kami. Talagang parang ano talaga to si Sir Dal, pag nakita mo siya, talagang lagi kang nakangiti. Minsan tatawa ka pa pag nakikita mo na siya.
Tama ka dyan, partner. Indeed, si Sir Dal is... si Sir Dal talaga is life. Di ba? Ayan. Anyway, thank you ulit, Sir Dal. Thank you for guesting on the show. Partner?
Yes, partner. Meron pa ba tayong susunod? Ayun, meron pa tayong susunod pala na guest. So walay pabor-pabor ang atong sunod na guest. Ang paboritong education program supervisor sa DepEd 10 Legal Unit. Ato na siyang pagatawagon. Walay lain kung dili si Dr. Ray Butch D. Mahinay.
Hello, maayong buntag sa tanan, mga Lodi, ka-DepEd Paulo and ka-DepEd Rada. Ka-DepEd Rada, hopefully dili ko favorite sa legal unit ngod kana ako yung mga kaso ha, wala baya gayod.
Wala ka.
Yes, and good morning po sa ato ang mga ka-DepEd ALS implementer sa tibuok Region 10. Okay.
Ayan. Partner, nasabi na ni Dr. Ray Butch, mahinay ni Sir Butch, ang ginread na niya ang kaniyang mga ALS implementers. Kasi po si Sir Butch ang ating tagamasid panrehiyon, Education Supervisor for ALS here in DepEd Region 10. Now, Sir Butch, ano bang bago sa ALS para sa ating learners at para sa ating implementers?
Yes, thank you, ka-DepEd Rada. Before I will be sharing updates and announcements for our ALS implementers, I'd like to greet first our winner from Balay City Community Learning Center, as mentioned kanina by our chief, si Ma'am Perry, for winning the Safe CI Most Learner-Centered Community Learning Center. So this is the first of its version ng Safe CI, and hopefully we'll be bagging more awards. And with this award, I'd like to thank our superintendent, Dr. Vicky Gaso, as well as the assistant superintendent, si Dr. Aliena Dahay, and of course yung mga leaders natin sa ALS, si Jasmine Adriatico, yung Division ALS Focal Person natin, at ang dalawang program specialists for ALS na si Ma'am Gretchen Catani at saka si Ma'am Ethel Jane Legando. Okay, so to proceed with our updates, we will be having 2 national events here in Region 10. First is that we will be hosting the 16th National Consultative Conference for Regional ALS Focal Persons and other DepEd officials, and that will happen on March 21 to 23 2025 at Hotel Criselda in Malaybalay City, wherein our personnel from the Bureau of Alternative Education and our ALS na mga counterparts from different regions, specifically 17 regions from different parts of the country, will be here in Region 10 for that consultative conference. Second national activity is the ALS Roadshow, and this will be about the ALS Act or the Republic Act 11510 and its implementing rules and regulations. So we're very happy, no, Kadeped Paulo and Kadeped Rada, na meron na tayong ALS Act, no, that will really strengthen our programs and activities in the alternative learning system. And this roadshow will happen in Cagayan de Oro City on April 5 and 6. So, meron din tayong mga activities, Kadep Paulo and Kadep Rada, wherein we are calling our ALS learners, no, na mag-enroll sa mga programs natin sa ALS. First is that we have our ALS Senior High School at Bukidnon National School of Home Industries, wherein we will be launching on March 21. It's the first regional launching of ALS Senior High School. Kaya shout out po sa ating principal na si Ma'am Helen Ibanez at saka yung BPO sa coordinator natin na si Ma'am Daisy Bruce. And secondly, meron din tayong ALS Education and Skills Training or ALS EST, which is in partnership with the Development Academy of the Philippines or DAP. And this ALS EST actually focuses on the skills training, no, of our ALS learners. And we're happy to report, no, Kadeped Paulo and Kadeped Rada, that for the entire country, tayo sa Region 10 ang pinakamaraming implementation ng ALS EST. So sa mga ALS learners natin na gustong mag-enroll for ALS EST, you should be 16 years old and above and you stop schooling, no, sa junior high school. So we will be providing you mga in-situ certificates na worth na training such as plumbing, cookery, EIM, SMAW, and so on. At saka may may laptop yata, no, na ibibigay sa ating mga ALS learners. So saan ba itong mga institution? So we have in Bukidnon. If you are from Bukidnon, please inquire at LGU Manolo for Teach. If you are from CDO, you may inquire at the University of Southern Philippines for Science and Technology or USTP. Sa Camiguin, inquire po sa LGU Catarman. For El Salvador, inquire lang po kayo sa City LGU. For Hingoog City, this will be in Hingoog City Colleges. For Malaybalay City, it will be in Bukidnon State University, Misamis Oriental sa LGU Claveria, and Valencia City sa City LGU naman. So ayan po, a total of 8 implementations for ALS EST. Ayan po.
Ayan, partner, Sir Butch. Pag ALS talaga, ang daming ganap. Ako ang hiningal. Ang dami nilang pasabog. Ang daming ganap. Anyway, talaga namang, hindi naman mainstream, pero talagang dahil dyan sa ALS Act na yan, kami naman ay tuwang-tuwa din talaga na meron na tayong batas na talagang, which is the foundation of the ALS program. So, hindi na talaga yan siya mawawala sa atin dito sa DepEd. Ayan, partner, ang alam ko si Sir Butch ay meron din siyang updates para sa in behalf of another program supervisor ata. Siya din ata ang magbibigay ng update for SPED ngayon. Tama po ba ako, Sir Butch?
Yes, tama po, Kadeped Rada. This is in behalf of Dr. Ellen Cabajo, who is now in an activity. There will be a regional training of grades 1 and 7 receiving teachers on SPED content and pedagogy. This is actually happening no March 7 to March 11. And another regional training for grades 2 and 8 receiving teachers on SPED content and pedagogy. And that will happen also this month, but on March 21 to 25. Ayan po, Kadeped Rada.
And po, maraming salamat po sa ating ALS Regional Supervisor and Focal Person, si Dr. Ray Butch Mahinay. Partner, may tanong ka ba para kay Sir Butch?
Pinag-iisipan ko, partner. Parang gusto kong ipasok kung ano ba yung yung accomplishments natin, Sir Butch. related to the implementation of the yung EO70 ba, partner? Gusto ko talaga ipasok eh.
Yes,
Yung
partner.
sa whole of
Ayan.
nation.
Yes, Sir
Yes.
Boot, follow up lang po doon sa sinabi ni DepEd Paulo. Since we are still continuing our mandates under the EO70 or the NTF-LCAC, the National Task Force to End the Local Communist Armed Conflict, at ang isa sa mga pinaka-implementers nito dito sa Department of Education ay ang ating alternative learning system. Now, in pursuance of our mandates under the NTF-LCAC, Sir Butch, ano po ba ang mga iba't ibang programa ng ALS para sa ating, perhaps, tama ba partner, sa ating mga
Yes, yes.
former rebels or mga returnees po natin?
Yes, Kadeped Paulo and Kadeped Rada. So ito po yung program ng DILG, which is the ECLIP or the Enhanced Comprehensive Integration Local Program, wherein it caters no sa mga former rebels natin. So pumapasok tayo sa DepEd sa learning interventions through the alternative learning system. So yung mga ALS teachers natin ay pumupunta sa mga camp para magbigay ng mga learning sessions sa ating mga former rebels. And we are very happy to report, no, Kadeped Paulo and Kadeped Rada, that for the past 3 years, meron tayong mga passers for A&E Elementary and A&E Junior High School, which is a very necessary requirement, no, for these former rebels to enter the Philippine Army, so they decide to pursue no in that line of action. And we are very happy na nagbibigay tayo ng second chance education para sa ating mga former rebels.
Ayan, partner, sana all binibigyan ng second chance, partner. Anyway, Sir Butch, na-mention mo yung A&E. I don't know if you're the right person na tanungin ito, pero meron po ba tayong A&E ngayon? Parang nabasa ko somewhere na meron na ulit tayong A&E.
For this school year, we will still have the portfolio assessment in lieu of the A&E exam. For the past 2 years, kasi nga pandemic, parang impossible to conduct the A&E test. So, ang ginawa po ng Bureau of Alternative Education and in partnership po with BEA, ay nag-i-implement kami ng portfolio assessment. So, for this school year, portfolio assessment pa rin, and hopefully it's going to be portfolio assessment forever kasi mas friendly ito compared sa A&E test na paper and pen test talaga. But of course, we will be waiting for some announcement no and developments for future natin na mga A&E tests. But for now, Kadeped Rada, it's going to be portfolio assessment.
Ayun. Partner, iba talaga ang ALS. May pa second chance na, may pa forever pa.
Yeah, basta ako partner, happy na ako sa narinig kay Sir Butch. Oo. At least meron tayong magandang balita para sa ating report sa RDC.
Yes, partner.
Tama.
So, I guess, partner, kasi gustong-gusto mo yung parang kontento ka na doon sa balita galing kay Sir Butch. So,
Yes,
kahit may
definitely.
second chance siya at may pa forever siya, pakakawalan na ba natin siya, partner?
Yes, okay na. Sulit na yung information na binigay ni Sir Butch. Ayan. And partner, para kumpletuhin natin yung guesting ng CLMD, balikan natin si Chief para sa kanyang final message. Nandyan pa ba si Chief? Oo, para sa kanyang panapos na pananalita. Nandyan pa ba? Nandyan pa ba? Si Chief? O kumakain na ngayon?
Yeah.
Pahingi naman. Chief, ano ba yung final message natin? Para sa ating mga kadeped?
May announcement ako na
yes.
Allow me this is concerning to the 9 schools. There will be incoming PISA, meaning the program for international student assessment, PISA. And this is computer-based assessment. And this will measure the scientific, mathematical, and reading literacy of our learners. So, the last PISA, murang nata sa pinaka-bottom, and I hope our concern is those. We already, they were given already the names of the schools, it's already in the memorandum. Prepare your students and let them practice on the PISA type assessment. Prepare them also on the 3 areas: science, math, and readings. And with that, we don't have yet the exact date, and we are hoping that at least naman tataas yun ang our rank. And a little bit kaba, no? It's because we have the 2-year distance learning na modality, and the problem is will be tested with the PISA. So, but
Kaya
that
natin
then,
yan, G. Kaya
yeah,
natin.
for DepEd, it's a challenge. For us, it's a very good information that will be our basis of our plan, basis of decision making, and basis of in the provision of the technical assistance. Pero malaki talaga impact with the result of the PISA because this is an international assessment. Okay, so that's it. Meron tayong 9 schools to join. And hindi tayo nagpili. Sila ang nagpili sa mga eskwelahan na yun. Okay. Last word. We have 1.3 million for this school year, and we are being backed up with 48,000 teachers. And with that 48,000 teachers, we have 3,000 schools. Looking at that data, this is the challenge to the curriculum and instruction. How are we going to provide the quality education to them? So we need the full assistance of other stakeholders, and of course the dedication and commitment by the team who is working ensuring the full articulation of the basic education, elementary, secondary, and ALS, meaning the 4 K stages and the ALS under non-formal system. And under also formal system, we have the school base, yung mag-report ng Monday to Friday, yung regular students. And we have also the alternative delivery mode, yung nag-aral ng open high school, yung nag-aral ng night high school, yung mag-aral ng homeschooling, ano pa ba, Mesusa, Impact. They are formal, but the delivery is different way. But since today, at this time, we are in the distance learning delivery mode, nawala na ang open high school, Misusa, kay tanan to na sa balay. But when the face-to-face will resume, then I think we'll be back with those programs. These are the menus for our learners. So these are our challenge to all of us, and we're asking for full support and of course the dedication of the people behind the implementation of the curriculum, the people behind our leader, Director Bayokot and ARD-Vic. And how are we going to ensure that we fully implemented the basic education of Northern Mindanao? Back to you.
Ayan. Thank you, Chief. Once again, mga kadepe, ladies and gentlemen, the Chief of the Curriculum and Learning Management Division, Chief Mala Epra B. Magnaong. Maraming salamat po. Until then, Chief, hanggang sa susunod na kabanata ng BigaTEN DepEd. Thank you once again.
Serbisyong tapat. Serbisyong sapat. Serbisyong dapat. Dito sa
Beach Shortcut, serbisyong galing sa puso para sa bawat guro.
Ayan, Sir Kaloy. Ano bang meron ngayon? Take it away.
Ayan, so magandang umaga sa lahat, no? So, aking pagpupugay sa lahat ng mga kababaihan sa buong Pilipinas. We're celebrating right now, and actually sa buong mundo, we're actually celebrating the World Women's Month and Women's Day today. So, ayun. So, kayo po ay pinagmamalaki namin at kami po ay proud na proud sa inyong lahat. Yan. Bago po tayo ngayon, dumiretso doon sa ating for today related natin ko muna yung natin for ESP kasi nga na-miss natin yun siya na part. So in ESP po, since I'm handling as well the edukasyon sa pagpapakatao, the update is that we have conducted a focus group discussion discussing the career guidance program in the Philippines. Why we're doing that? Because we want to in place this career guidance program sa ating mga schools na we need to strengthen it because we need our students be guided as to the career that they're leading into. And also for schools to really be on the track supposed to be, and that is the for our municipality. Update doon sa pila. Going to the teacher shortcut session natin, ito po ay ating edisyon kung saan tuturuan po natin yung mga teachers natin as to the new things, as to the updates of DepEd for them to be properly guided and they will be able to implement the DepEd programs properly. Ayun, Sir Ralph, pa-share naman ako dun sa natin, sa na-share screen natin. Ayan. So, kasi nga nabatin SLM since kanina pa. So, yun din some our session for today or our SLM here, I am using the SLM created and on alive kasi meron ding connect yung presentation natin dito. So ito yung cover ng SLMs natin. And in that SLMs po makikita natin dito kung saan nanggaling ang SLMs. That's part of the details. And then sino yung gumawa and it's where it's being published. So parang ito yung mga details ng SLMs natin. Another part is a table of contents. The purpose of this is for us to be guided as to what and where we can look for the specific part of our. And then we have these parts. First is what I need to know. Itong what I need to know is that makikita natin dito yung goals and expectation of that SLM. And then after that is the what I know. Itong what I know naman has something to do with the pre-tests. So kung baga yung SLM talaga natin, it is formulated as a self-learning module kung saan matutunan, student will be able to learn at their own pace doon sa kanilang mga bahay. Of course, with the support of their parents. So, itong what I know is something to do with our pre-tests. The next part is what's in. Ito namang what is the review part. Yung review part. And then itong what's new is ito yung bago na. Dito na na-input yung competency or the activity for that to support or for us to accomplish or achieve the goals and the expectation of the SLMs. And then the next, what is it? So, ano yung dito check natin? Yung comprehension, yung natutunan ng bata based doon sa what yung sa previous na part po. And then dito naman is yung more. So, itong na assessment or hindi pa naman siya assessmenting pero the formal parang formative test natin to ensure na nasusundan at ma-master ng bata natin, ng mga mag-aaral natin, yung topic na nasa SLM. And then after that is what I have learned. So dito makikita natin kung ano itong natututunan. Ano yung natutunan, ano yung na-gets, ano yung nakuha ng bata doon sa SLM. The next part is, so dito naman, kino-connect na. Ito yung mga maiko-connect ng bata. This our SLM is actually providing an opportunity for our learners to be able to connect what they're learning to the actual world. So yung parang implementation niya. And then part is the assessment. Yung assessment natin. I would like to emphasize. Yun nga sinabi na ni Chief Perry kanina that the assessment here is actually a formative assessment. When you say formative assessment, ito ay assessment kung saan natin malalaman kung nakuha ba ng bata, na-master ba ng bata yung skill na tinuturo natin for that specific time. So yun yung purpose ng formative assessment. So this shall be checked but not recorded. Ayun. So yun yung purpose talaga ng SLM. Kaya babalikan ko yung claim yung statement kanina ni Chief Perry na when we talk about SLM, we are not about to record yung specific part sa assessment, but we're going to rate the holistic performance of that child doon sa mismong SLM niya. And to make it authentic, then we need to have rubrics in assessing the performance of the child. And the most important thing kung saan it's like neglected by many itong answer. Merong ibang division, perhaps not in Region 10, but there are some division somewhere in the Philippines who are not including the key answer in the SLM. Kasi nga their claim is that, what's of SLM kung may namang key answer? Mga kapatid, meron po talagang key answer yung SLM. Kasi nga, it is designed as self-learning module. It is designed for the student to assess him or herself kung natutunan niya talaga. That is why meron yan siyang key answer. Ang purpose ng key answer na yan is that the parents, even the student, can check his or her work basing doon sa key answer na nasa likod. Kaya nga, sinasabi natin, talagang ini-emphasize natin na yung result ng SLM should not be recorded. Kasi nga, meron tayong key answer. Yung purpose ng assessment for us to know kung nasusundan, tutunan ba ng bata yung skill na dinedevelop natin sa kanila through that SLM. Kaya mga parents natin dyan, mga bata natin dyan, mga kapatid, you don't have to answer the SLMs for your kids na ikaw mismo na magulang, ikaw yung answer doon para ma-perfect ang bata. Kasi nga, yung SLM na yan, yung assessment na part na yan, is not the basis of the grade. But it is the basis for the teacher to know tukuhan ba, meron bang proficiency, bata, skill, or na dinedevelop sa pamamagitan ng ating SLM. And after that, pag na-check na ni teacher, pag nakita ni teacher yung result na mababa siya sa part na ito, then the teacher can come up with a self-made exam or self-made tests to further support the needs of the student. Kung na-master naman ng bata, then the teacher can now create another tool to enhance the learning of that child. So yun po yung purpose ng SLM natin, kung bakit meron yan siyang ganyang mga parts at bakit meron siyang key answer sa dulo ng ating SLM. So yun po yung essence nung SLMs natin, mga kapatid. As a parang reason sa SLM, Sir Ralph, palipat ako doon sa sharing natin. I would like to flex our writers of the modules for the Islamic education. Right now, I'm with our writers of Alive modules here in Region 10. They're actually creating an SLM, not just for Region 10, but this is for the utilization of the entire Philippines. They are developing an SLMs for Islamic values education. And to feature some of the writers, we have here a writer from Iligan City. Ma'am, please introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hello everyone, good noon. I am Asmea H. Ali from Iligan City Division.
Yes, Ma'am Ismia, ako na lang din yung magtatanong. Ayun, ako na din yung magtatanong. Ako din naghawak ng camera. Ma'am Ismia, can you tell us or share to us your experience being a writer of SLM po?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My experience in writing SLM is really challenging, but Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, kinakaya, no? Hindi susuko, mapapagod pero hindi susuko, subhanallah. And we are doing this for our alive learners, and we know that we are very grateful that we are chosen, no, to write the original the self-learning modules that will be used in the entire Philippines. So it's really a big responsibility for us, and we have to make sure that the self-learning activity that we are doing is learning appropriate, age appropriate, self-directed, user-friendly, engaging, and interactive, where it will help our alive learners to improve their performance, inshallah.
Ayan, partner. Medyo makulimlim na ata sa labas kasi medyo paunan na.
And babalikin ngayon. O baka nakat lang, no? Siguro sa...
Sir Ralph.
Ayan.
Diba? Ito
yung nakabalik.
We're back here. Ayan, ma'am.
Sir Kaloy.
So, and we have to make sure that this self-learning activity that we are doing will really help us to deliver the quality education and will really improve the performance of our dear alive learners, inshallah.
Ayan, so tama po. Yun
Ayan,
po
Sir
yung ano,
Kaloy.
yun po yung isa sa mga experiences. That's what we're doing right now. Sir, yes Sir Ramon.
Yes, Sir Kaloy.
Kadeped
Gusto ko na
Paulo.
itanong at saka partner. Paano nyo nagawa yun? Kanina kasi nasa NAYAP kayo tapos bigla-bigla na lang nasa studio na kayo.
Ayan, so that's the power of technology, and then the interruption and the intermittent signal that stop us in delivering education. So yun po talaga yung mantra natin sa DepEd. We cannot stop by
Yeah,
anyone
tanong ko lang, Sir
in
Kaloy,
delivering
kay Ma'am
education.
Ismea. Kumusta naman po yung experience niyo dyan sa NAYAP, yung sa training po ninyo? Kumusta naman po? Naalagaan naman po kayo?
Yes, alhamdulillah, naalagaan naman. Sobra pa yung mga food, no? Hindi talaga sila nagkulang. Ang daming mga snacks, yung kinakain to make sure na lahat ng regional writers are really, hindi talaga sila nagugutom and ready sila sa pagsulat kasi DepEd Region 10 is really ready for this activity, for this events, and we are really thankful for them and for the support for Region 10 JASA Education Program.
Ayan, partner, baka may
Ayan,
katanungan ka
maraming
dyan.
salamat po. And another, Sir Paulo, hindi po tayo
Yes,
papataig kasi ang isa sa mga alive natin, isa sa mga madras or kids writer natin is lawyer. So ayan, Kadeped Rada, may lawyer tayo na writer. Sir, pakilala tayo, sir.
Hello, noon sa lahat. I am Jodal Haq Shaykalabi Pango. Actually, I am a Sharia lawyer from the division of Lanao del Norte.
Ayan, welcome to the
Baka may
program
tanong
po.
po kayo, Kadeped Paulo, Kadeped Rada.
Magandang umaga po.
Maraming salamat po. Shout out sa aking mga kasamahan dyan sa Sultan Naga Dimaporo District sa Lanao del Norte.
Ayan. Oo. Partner, baka may katanungan ka dyan.
Wala naman partner kasi medyo struggling na ang signal doon sa NAYAP. At sabi ni Direk naka-PR pa daw ang wifi ng NAYAP, ang upgrade ng wifi ng NAYAP. So, wag na natin sila lalong pahirapan sa signal nila partner at I'm sure medyo kanina nga sa CLMD nakarinig na ako ng
I'm really struggling na talaga.
Sige. Sir Kaloy, meron pa ba?
Yes, last na lang din. From Cagayan de Oro City kasi talagang naset ko to sila. Then we have the lawyer, we have the writer, and now the doctor.
Hi po. Good afternoon to everyone po.
Share your experience.
Good afternoon.
Hi, okay. Yes po. It's a learning experience even though we are writers, it's a learning experience as we learn from each other po. So, yun po. Shout out sa CDO Division.
Ayan.
Thank you po.
Ayan po, why we're
Thank you for
showing
your
that, why we're
dedication.
showcasing all those things. Kasi we want to alive education. It is not just an inclusive education, but our writers and our teachers are actually inclusive. We're actually capturing the best of the bests as a kids to teach our alive students and to develop LMs, not just for Region 10, but the entire Philippines. So yun po yung ma-assure natin. We're doing and developing materials for our learners, quality materials, and it will be further assessed and quality assured by DepEd Central Office, but naman din, we are guided properly by consultants and all the the CLM professors, and with me right now is Sir Nick, nandyan din on the side, he's there. So ayun din in terms sa creation ng SLMs, and then right here reporting live at NAYAP, this is Sir Kaloy. We're doing this teach shortcut para galing na sa puso para sa bawat guro.
Ayan, thank you so much, Sir Kaloy. Aabangan natin yung susunod mong ibabahagi sa susunod na program natin next week. Ayan, maraming salamat sa iyo.
Gampiagandaw sa Glautanta. To craft the 2022 OPCRF Vis-a-Vis Program Implementation Review and Planning, Schools Division Superintendent Ray Manuel Jr., Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Bob Naperi Jr., Chiefs of CID and SGOD, section heads, program holders, and presidents of DAPSHI, TESPA, and Federated PTA collaboratively conduct the planning and reviewing right here in Villa Pablia Mountain Resort, here in Antolon, Rizal, Zamboanga del Norte, on February 9 to 11, 2022, with adherence to local IETF, health, and safety protocols. Para sa BigaTEN DepEd o sa Project NOAA update, kini si ka-DepEd Maria Joy Tan-Agon nga moingon, diri sa Oroquieta, bata ang bida. Lal palad-palad.
Ayan po, maraming salamat sa ating DepEd News 10 correspondent Maria Joy Tan-Agot mula sa Sangay ng Lungsod, Oroquieta para sa DepEd News 10.
And mga ka-DepEd, for our big attention, big attendance, we have Regional Advisory 47 on AMS Math Venture 2022. The Ateneo Mathematics Society of the Ateneo de Manila University will be conducting a 3-day online workshop and other activities dubbed as AMS Math Venture 2022 on April 23, 30, and May 7 via online platforms such as Zoom and Facebook. The activities aim to foster math appreciation and other relevant math concepts and shed light on the applications and relevance of mathematics in the current society.
At meron din tayong Regional Memorandum 136, the 10th Diwang Balagtasan Workshop to celebrate the 2022 National Literature Month. The National Commission for Culture and the Arts, or NCCA, and the Philippine Cultural Education Program, or PCEP, will be conducting a National Balagtasan Workshop on April 3 and 10 from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. via Zoom. Interested parties may register online using the link on screen.
Ayan. And kaugnay pa rin sa ating mga paghahanda sa expansion phase ng face-to-face classes, tandaan ang ating mga health and safety reminders sa loob ng paaralan. Ito po ay courtesy ng DepEd Philippines. Ngayong dumarami pa ang mga paaralang kabilang sa expansion phase ng limited face-to-face classes sa bansa, narito muli ang ilang mga paalala upang masigurong safe ang ating back to school. Una na riyan, panatilihing malinis ang mga kamay upang masigurong hindi kakapitan ng mikrobyo ang ating mga kamay. Ugaliin ang paghuhugas ng mga ito. Sundin at kompletuhin ang tamang pamamaraan ng paghuhugas ng mga kamay.
At laging magsuot ng face mask kahit saan magpunta, lalo na kung makikipag-usap. Siguraduhin nakasuot ang face mask. Mahalaga rin na pumili ng face mask na naaayon sa hugis ng mukha upang maayos na matakpan ang parte ng ilong at bibig. Alamin din ang mga tamang pagsuot nito at pagtapon ng mga nagamit na mga face masks. Matutong dumistansya dahil nais nating maiwasan ang hawaan ng COVID-19, mahalagang panatilihin pa rin ang physical distancing. Maglaan ng 1 metrong distansya mula sa sarili sa ibang tao.
Tama. At siguruhin ang good airflow. Mahalaga rin ang may maayos na airflow sa loob ng mga silid-aralan sa pamamagitan ng maayos na ventilation. Ayan, tama po. At iba pang paraan upang masiguro ang maayos na daloy ng hangin. Pinapaalala rin na ang paggamit ng plastic, acrylic barriers at dividers sa mga silid-araran ay optional.
Para sa karagdagang impormasyon, basahin ang Office Order Number OOOSEC 2022-003 o ang Interim Guidelines on the Expansion of Limited Face-to-Face Classes sa pamamagitan ng link na nakikita nyo sa inyong mga screen. And still courtesy of DepEd Philippines, nilinaw ni Kalihim ng Edukasyon Leonor Magtolis Briones sa laging handa public briefing kahapon noong ikalawa ng Marso pa pala to, na hindi mandatoryo na bakunado ang mga bata bago makasali sa face-to-face classes. Gayunman, hinihikayat ng kagawaran ang pagbabakuna para sa mga bata bilang karagdagan na proteksyon sa kanila. Ayon po sa kalihim, nakaangkla ang polisiya ng DepEd sa panuntunan ng Department of Health sa usapin ng pagbabakuna.
Ayan, partner. Once again, happy International Women's Day sa'yo and to all the girls I've loved before. Hindi, biro lang yan, partner. Kanta yan eh. Anyway, finally, we say thank you to the following for making every episode of BigaTEN DepEd possible. Of course, our Regional Director, Dr. Arturo B. Bayocot, CESA 3, Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Victor G. De Gracia Jr., CESA 5.
We would also like to thank our featured division from the regional office, the CLMD, headed by Chief Mala Epra B. Magnaong. We would also like to thank the education program supervisors, Dr. Angelina B. Buaron, Dr. Nixie Pañares, Dr. Marie Emerald Cabigas.
We also had earlier EPS Josephine Vallador, EPS William Agumana, Dr. Armand Agustin, and Dr. Bienvenido U. Tagulimot Jr.
Thank you also to Dr. Ellen D. Cabahog, Dr. Marino O. Dal, Dr. Ray Butch D. Mahinay, and EPS Carlos B. Llamas III.
Yes, and we also extend our gratitude to DIO Maria Joy Tanagod from the Division of Oroquieta City for the DepEd News 10 update. Sir Agostos Hospicio Ampong from the Division of Oroquieta City for coordinating the DepEd News 10 video of the division. And Sir Arnold Bahala from the Division of Camiguin for coordinating our video message from Pastor Jerome Uy of Sea and the Sun Ministries International Province of Camiguin.
At hindi natin kakalimutan, partner, na pasalamatan our very own BigaTEN DepEd 10 Creative Force. Of course, partner, maraming salamat ka-DepEd Kaloy, Carlos B. Llamas III, our directors, Ralph Simon L. Mabulay, Fatima E. Villaremo, and Mr. Clifford B. Liponhay.
That's right. And of course, with the support of our staff from the Office of the Regional Director, Ma'am Juvie Estrella and Ma'am Annabel Baculio, and si Sir Elson Hamero and Team Camiguin for the BigaTEN DepEd 10 jingle. As usual, Sir Nick Pañares for his generosity in helping us facilitate or account for the use of the StreamYard platform.
And of course, thank you to our DepEd Regional Office 10 family. Thank you also to our 14 schools division offices, to all our DepEd schools, and thank you to all our stakeholders. sa lahat ng ating mga ka-DepEd at sa lahat ng mga nanunood sa atin ngayon. And of course, Partner Paulo, thank you to our learners, the heart of DepEd Region 10. Maraming salamat po.
Ayan, salamat po and kita-kits sa sunod semana para sa lain na usab nga edisyon sa BigaTEN DepEd 10 kauban ang Education Support Services Division. Let's make BigaTEN DepEd 10 our Tuesday habit. Ug dinhi natapos ang atong ika-40 nga edisyon sa BigaTEN DepEd 10 Season 3. Ako si Ramon Gonzalez Abrera aka ka-DepEd Paulo, ang inyong Public Affairs Unit Lead Officer. Taliwala sa mga pagsulay, ang among pag-alagad kanunay.
Ug ako usab si Candice Racoma, ang inyong rakista abogada aka ka-DepEd Rada, usab nagaingon sa DepEd Amihan ng Mindanao nagkahiusang pag-alagad nagpatibabaw. Sa gihapon, kami ang inyong kauban.
Kasaligan.
Kadangpan.
Siyempre, ka-DepEd. Hangtod sa sunod higayon, kini ang
BigaTEN DepEd
10. Atin to.